beautiful.
Welcome back to the Triple Threat Podcast presented by Betalytics Sports Betting.
I miss football.
Today,
I miss it.
now it's a little different format just because it's
Football's
the off season.
There's no more football until September.
We're gonna be transitioning.
I don't want to watch the XFL.
UFL.
Do you want to watch the UFL? You want to watch the UFL?
I did.
I watched it last year and
It wasn't bad. It's not bad. It's not the same
It's
like
not-
at
it's
all.
not.
Football without drama, basically.
Yeah.
It's just like a low. It's just low.
Remember last year when they
Wasn't the team in Washington undefeated at some point?
Yeah.
when the
Yeah.
DC like the fans at the DC
The
game
beer
made
snake.
the beer snake,
Yeah, you're right.
It's back too.
You're
It's
right.
back
You're
this
right.
year.
You're right. You're
and
right.
then
You're right.
didn't they like they destroyed it or
Yeah.
something?
So the thing that happened with the beer snake last year was they originally banned it, which caused every game after that to have the fans throw lemons at the field.
Yeah.
I don't know how they were getting lemons.
I don't
in the
know
stadium or
why you
anything.
pick lemons.
Yeah,
I don't
what,
either.
of all, of
I
all
would pick
things.
grapefruits. They're bigger.
Yeah.
but
No, pineapple.
But they're bitter. They're bitter fans. That's why.
Get hit by
they
a
brought-
pineapple. I think it's gonna hurt.
Exactly.
But
Very
they brought
badly.
it back, but they made it so there's a rule. They brought rules to it.
Certain length.
No, nothing about length or anything about that. But they only said it's one section can have the beer snake so that they.
Oh, so you have to get seats in the beer snake
There's the
section
beer
if you want to
snake
do
section,
it.
Or you have to go over to it to participate in giving a cup. to it.
Okay.
That's pretty cool though, because
Well-
then you're like, oh, I'm in the beer snake section.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sick.
It's like
but
the
yeah,
thing at the
obviously,
Orioles Stadium,
last
the bird
episode,
bath.
Michael was not here with us.
This,
Had some stuff to do.
He's
so
back.
I wanted to ask before we get into the other stuff we have
Yes.
going on. I wanted to hear your high level thoughts on the Super Bowl, just
Yeah.
because you didn't get to have your opinion from it. Just like, what did you think about the game? If you want to talk about all the other stuff, like the Super Bowl halftime show or the being in New Orleans, bring it up. But the floor is yours. You can talk about what you think.
Before he goes,
My goodness,
is your phone gonna die?
No.
Okay.
we're good.
Or run out of.
No.
Okay. Should have said that before, but
That's fine.
Go ahead.
Proceed.
Yeah. So, watching the Super Bowl, we all watched it together. As they stated probably.
Did we state that we lost?
I don't know.
I don't know if we did.
I don't think so.
Well,
I think we did.
We
We did.
We did.
We did.
I thought it was not how I thought it was going to go at all. I was kind of annoyed that it wasn't entertaining, as in, like, I was hoping for, like, a good game.
Closer game.
Like, a close game.
Yeah.
Like, I went into it not really caring that much about the outcome. Like,
Most of
I had a
America.
little-
Most of America was following you.
yeah, I had a little hope, but, like, that's about it.
Meteor strike.
Yeah, I was a little bit almost on Team Meteor, but I just didn't care that much. But I was hoping for a great game. Did not get a great game. I got a great defensive game from the Eagles. Which,
True. Very true.
It was a one-sided great game.
It was
Yeah.
one-sided, 100%. Until, like, there was some. Patrick Mahomes had, like, 2 or 3 great plays, and then that's it.
Yeah, in like garbage time.
Yeah.
It was in garbage time, but it was just still, like. I'm
one
going
throw
to
is
give one thing
insane,
about
though.
Patrick Mahomes. That was still a great pass, even in garbage time.
The
Oh, the
Xavier
Xavier Worthy?
throw was
Yes.
that was
Yes.
crazy
Yes.
throw.
Yes.
It was still a great pass.
Yes. And I think even no, I'm not gonna talk anymore. It's
Keep
your time.
going.
It's your time.
The
I'll let you
halftime
talk.
show, I loved it. I thought I was looking.
That was Jesse's favorite.
More and more videos are popping up on, like, details that you didn't notice, and I keep sending it to Jesse because it's funny as heck.
I don't care what any of y'all say. That was it was my favorite halftime show I've ever watched.
Okay, I ever watched. I can appreciate.
Mine hasn't
It was
changed.
my like in my favorites. That
What's
was
your
up there for
favorite?
sure.
Do you have a favorite?
I did like Coldplay.
I have my favorite.
Coldplay's a classic. You can't go wrong with Coldplay. You can't.
I like Coldplay. The Weekends was good.
Yep.
I liked Eminem when all of them were together. That was pretty good.
Yeah, the Snoop and Dr. Dre and friends. Yeah.
But like what I was saying, like with that halftime show, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
I also didn't know that Serena Williams was
They
Drake's ex.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why is she there? I was like, they just wanted her
But
there.
also, there was also more. There was continuity with that because it was like, SZA was his ex and Serena Williams. So there was continuity with that. But also,
Oh, she was?
yeah,
Yes.
and I don't know how long the relationship was, but at some
They
point,
dated.
at
Dang,
some
Kendrick
point,
really
they were in a
doesn't like Drake.
relationship. But also with Serena,
He really doesn't like
the
him.
continuity with her crip walking was that she did it when she was playing tennis,
At Wilmington.
and people flagged, like, she got so much hate on social media about it. So the fact that she got to celebrate doing that at
Why?
the Super Bowl,
It's crip walking.
Crip walking.
Oh,
It's just,
like-
yeah.
Sacred place.
like
It's
gang-
one. It's
like
one
gang
of the
thing?
like during like
Yeah.
I don't know if it was during or if it was after her
It was
match.
after she won.
Yeah, after she won her match, she crip walked. And everyone was mad at her about it. I was just like,
It's a.
she won. I'm not gonna be mad at her for celebrating that she won. Like,
Oh.
was crip walking the right dance? That's a different
Probably not the
conversation.
best
Probably not the best thing
choice.
to do, but that was her choice.
At that location, no. Because that's
Probably
a
not.
very
Yeah,
interesting
exactly.
location.
But that
Yeah.
was her. She decided on that, and I can't. She's an adult. She can do what she wants.
I did find one thing really funny is like how we had this one commercial the whole game about like with Tom Brady and Snoop Dogg like, oh yes, like stop hate, stop all this, and they're like, but now we got Kendrick Lamar, the king. The
Oh
guy who
yeah,
turned off
yeah,
hate to drink.
yeah. I will never forget him just looking at the camera and saying, "Say Drake." He's just like, wow.
That was
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
But also, him
What-
playing Euphoria, me and you did not expect Euphoria at all. So we were just like,
no,
whoa.
I was surprised about that.
What's your favorite?
Of all time, halftime
Yeah. Was that your favorite? Like ever?
show?
Mine hasn't changed.
I
That was
think-
good, but
I think. Yeah, I think it's between that one and probably Rihanna's, just because
Rihanna's was so
Rihanna's
good.
was like, we didn't think we would ever see her perform again. So the fact we got to see her perform again was kind of cool. So I think it's between those two, and then second will probably be Coldplay, because Coldplay was just a classic.
Oh, what's another one?
My favorite.
And I know
Bruno Mars.
people are gonna flag us because they're like, why did y'all say Michael Jackson? I was not alive to
Like,
see that
yeah,
halftime performance.
when was
If I was
Michael?
alive for it, I would say Michael Jackson.
Was Michael Jackson?
Yeah,
Yeah,
none of us were alive
I
at
was
that point.
born 7 years later.
Yeah, none of us were alive.
No.
So we're not saying this is the best halftime show. It's the best one.
It's
We've
you've
seen. We
That's
have
the difference.
personally witnessed.
But if I have gone back, I've watched that halftime performance. Like, yeah, it's probably the best halftime performance I've ever seen. But it's not mine because I didn't see it live. It's the difference between watching
Yeah.
it back
It's not
years
the
later,
same.
and then like the people in '93 who saw it live are probably like, yeah, that's the best one. No one can tell me
Yeah,
otherwise.
it's not the same if you like watch it on YouTube.
Exactly. So it's like,
My favorite one is it was Bruno Mars, Coldplay, and Beyonce. It was
that
Super
was a
Bowl
good.
50.
That was a good one. That was a really good one too.
Because I just think
Did
like
you
them
see-
going like at each other.
I know we're getting way off topic, but did you guys see that they're trying to? There's a petition out there to get Morgan Wallen or Luke Combs to do the halftime show next year.
I would want Post Malone because then you could get both.
But I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't
Post
be-
Malone would be
we haven't-
good.
Have we had a country music star do a halftime show yet?
Yes.
Yeah, in the 90s it was big.
Oh.
Like Randy Travis did it.
Mm.
But
But
I
would
don't know
would anybody be mad if we got a Morgan Wallen or Luke Combs or even like a female country music artist doing a halftime show? Per se?
I think they should, but I know all of America
Even
will be
Let's
like
get a female one.
It's-
I'm probably
Shayna Twain.
yeah,
Shania
Shania
Twain.
Twain. Yeah.
Shania Twain was
Shania
probably
Twain.
really good.
Classic.
But I agree.
Like
I think it
Sean Wilson
should happen,
Carrie Underwood.
but most of America
Yeah.
probably
You know
not
what I
fans
think? You
of
know what I think we're gonna get
country
next year?
music.
We're gonna get Tate McRae. I feel like Tate McRae is gonna have a halftime.
Bro,
a halftime
you know what?
performance. I think it's gonna happen.
Do you know?
I think it's going to
I can't
happen.
tell
Me
you
and
why I don't
Kuch-
think it's gonna happen.
Why?
She does not know a thing about football or care about it.
Dude,
at
she
all.
predicted the final
predicted
score.
the end
That's
score.
because somebody asked.
But-
she's like,
but
But
still.
she predicted.
She asked about. She'll do the. She would more likely do the NHL.
So you're telling me
like,
there's
the
no
NHL.
there's no
She loves
possibility in the world that Tate McRae does a
No,
halftime show?
she would
Ever.
absolutely do it.
hockey. I'm saying more likely to have somebody else because they care likes football.
Okay.
I'm saying it's
Sure.
not unlikely,
But, like-
more likely.
Do we know that like Rihanna likes football that much?
Or Katy Perry, or Lady Gaga, or even Jennifer
I think it's
Lopez
just
and
like
Shakira.
who's like the biggest names in music that people will tune into. Like Tate McRae.
You don't think people would tune into a
absolutely
Tate
do it.
McRae halftime show?
They would, but not. But I
The
I
crazy.
explain why. They would.
No, I know why you're gonna say what
We
you're
all
gonna
know
say.
why.
I understand.
But I'm just saying. I feel like
Every
there's
guy
one,
would say that.
Yeah,
I feel like there's
exactly.
one person who I think that should do it if they were gonna do. I would really love to see a Post Malone halftime show piece.
That would be
All the
cool.
I think it'd be very cool. It'd be
Think of
very
all the
cool.
people he could also bring up with him.
True.
Because
Very
he could
true.
he could do like a two-way
You get
show.
You get Morgan Wallen,
Yeah.
and then you could also go to.
Would he do his rap
Dolly
hits?
Parton.
Would he do his
Okay.
rap hits, or would he go country? Or would he go into his pop rock hits?
Dude, he could do
Because
half and half.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the Austin album. I listened to that more than F1, is it
F1 Trillion.
Yeah, I listened to that more than F1 Trillion. Not saying F1 Trillion is a bad album, but I love Austin.
Hardy?
I love that album.
Bro, he could bring Hardy.
Ooh.
Oh.
That would be kind of sick. That would be kind of sick, not
Bro,
gonna lie.
Hardy.
That'd be kind of sick.
Hardy would be a great halftime show, in my opinion.
But then,
he's like
but
rock.
nobody, but you,
Country
but
rock.
that would depend on how
Noah
many
Khan
people
could
love
also be
Hardy.
up there. You go bring out Noah.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
who.
Noah Khan.
Noah Khan.
It's just not the vibe of a Super Bowl. You know what I'm
Taylor
saying?
Swift.
I would love a Kahan
Is that
Super.
Kendrick Lamar?
That's very true.
So you could go any
That's
direction
very
with
true.
it.
But Noah Kahan's music is not like
He did
unless
play
he
all
plays
the stars.
unless he plays all this happy stuff. Like he's not gonna go up there and play like freaking Orange Juice.
No, I'm saying like
You know what I'm saying?
The song they did together.
Okay, different story.
That's what I'm saying. Post
Oh,
Malone
so you're
could
saying if it was a Post Malone and Noah Kahan showed up,
Yeah,
that's different.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
I'm
completely different. I'm saying if it was Noah Kahan solo, I don't know if that would track.
I'm looking at all the people
You know what's
he's
funny?
had songs with. It could go all the way from he could get Wiz Khalifa up there.
Oof.
Did you see? This is completely not football related
It's
right
fine.
now.
It's fine.
Weird. The what football?
No,
We're
but
talking.
listen.
We're talking.
Listen. Just listen. Did you hear Bailey Zimmerman and what's his name? What's that rapper's name? Big X the Plug. Their song.
No. Is
Bro,
it good?
I gotta. It's so
Is
good.
it good? Okay. Well,
We'll
I'll
show
show
us
you
after.
later.
Show us after because I don't want to get copyrighted if he plays music.
It's so good though.
But yeah, like you could literally bring up he's had
Mm-hmm.
stuff with from his one of the older albums with Doja Cat.
Oh, girl, I like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
That's
Yeah.
just,
Golly.
Doja Cat's weird.
She's
Have you
weird.
seen-
She's weird.
Very popular, very big.
She's weird, though. But anything else about the Super Bowl before we move on to our other topics?
Yeah. That's, the Super Bowl.
Anything else that you wanted to bring up before we
Um,
close that chapter? Because after that, we're pretty much done with the Super Bowl at this point.
I still believe I talked to Jake about this about the Super Bowl MVP. I think it should have been. I always mess up his name.
Zach Vaughn?
Zach Bond. Thank you.
Okay.
The defense alone is just.
I think Cooper should have won it over
I
him.
think it's
either
if it
one.
was a
If it was
defensive player
someone
that won
else.
MVP, I think I could understand why because
His
the
tackles, his fumbles, his pick.
But then you also would have that was if it wasn't for his other Super Bowl performance that he lost, this probably would have been one of his better performances in the Super Bowl. If we were discounted that.
Oh, no, I'm not-
So you
I'm
could,
not saying
but
Jalen
you
Hurts
could
had a
kind of
good
you
game.
can kind of see
But,
why they
like,
did what they did. But
defense.
I totally understand why they
I love
Zach
it when
Vaughn or somebody else.
Yeah.
No matter when it's been though, I've always loved it when they give him like an outside the quarterback position.
No, I agree totally.
Like Cooper
Yeah,
Kupp when he asked the
sick,
Uh,
very cool,
Von Miller when he won.
Very
his,
cool.
Like, just like show them
Julian
some love.
Edelman.
Yeah.
Julian Edelman, that was crazy.
very cool.
Like that's like when they go outside the quarterback position.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Totally.
I like that too because it gives other guys an award they would otherwise never
Never
get.
fathom of getting.
Because you're not winning MVP as any other.
But like,
Hmm.
I get why it was Jalen Hurts because the defensive performance was more of a total defense performance than more than like just one guy like taking over the game.
Honestly,
I wish they
I'm
figured
just
out a way
happy
to
that
give
the
it to
Chiefs
just
lost.
could've given
I
it
don't-
to
Me
the
too.
defense. If they could have said the defense won the MVP, that would like
That'd be kind of sick.
that would be cool.
That'd be
And
kinda
give
sick.
and then they gave the trophy to Vic Fangio on the podium,
That would be
That would be sick.
yeah.
or give it to Vic Fangio.
Just give it to
Like give it to the coach.
Nick Sirianni's MVP. MVP.
or
MVP.
Kellen Moore.
But yeah, anything else you want to bring up before we
that'll be
call it close?
After
Okay.
the Super Bowl.
All right. So, I mean, you didn't get to hear us say this, but like we were officially like done. That's season 2 of Triple Threat.
That is
Dunzo. So now we're just into the
Would
off
this-
season, getting into crazy hypotheticals, looking at our team, seeing
Would this
who's
be
gonna
season
get
3 or
good and
season
everything.
3 when the
Blah, blah,
season
blah.
starts?
It's end of season. It's like this is.
Would you count this as season 3 or is
No,
when
season
it
2.
starts
We're
when the
still
season
season 2, we're just,
starts?
like,
When the season starts, it'll be season
So
3.
this is just like an in between.
Yeah, in between.
In between period.
Yeah, in between period.
There'll be Madden content coming out hopefully soon.
Oh yeah, a lot of Madden content
We gotta figure out some way to. fill
and
it.
some other content. We'll see.
I want to do trivia.
Mm,
Like you know how like
Like
have
game
you ever
show
seen Snapback trivia?
yes, I know exactly
Like
what you're
that
talking
type of stuff.
about. Yeah, that's cool. That's
Like
very cool stuff.
like naming random or forgotten wide receivers or
We could have people. We could
Numbers.
Have guests on the
We
show
could
this
have
summer.
guests on the shows now.
for trivia
We
night.
could do that. That's
you know,
a thing.
did you see I was
We
talking
could-
to one guy on
No, I don't.
Yes.
TikTok?
Yes. I know who you're talking about. Yes.
But
it's a
Right.
Ravens guy, but we can talk
I've
football
got some guys
in
who-
general.
I've got a guy who's a Steelers fan that I want to bring on.
No, yes. Yes. Bring more people. Bring
I-
more
I
black
got-
and
I
gold
got-
my way.
I've got some more. I've got.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
Even though, is that the same guy that said Mike Tomlin should be fired?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
He's
Do you
very
disagree though?
I don't.
I mean, you'd obviously have to have someone first that you would be like, yeah, let's go get this guy.
We would have to like have somebody like ready for like that. Like I'm not gonna because if that's the case, then
I did-
Arthur Smith would be our head coach, and we
I
all
did-
know how bad that went
I did
last
see
time.
who he said that would be interesting if you guys went after.
Who?
I'm sorry. he
Deion
didn't say this.
Sanders,
He didn't say this, but I saw something that
Bill
other guys said.
Belichick,
Shush.
Mike McCarthy, bring him in, and Aaron Rodgers.
not Aaron Rodgers, but
And
Mike
you know
McCarthy.
why you know why he would do it? It's because he used to live in Pittsburgh. That's his hometown.
Who, McCarthy?
Yep.
Well,
But
that
bro, he wouldn't be a bad choice.
wouldn't be the worst.
It wouldn't be the worst, but it's not my pick.
Like honestly, he's been better
You
than
go from
Mike
Mike
Tomlin.
Tomlin to Mike McCarthy.
He's been better the last like 3 years.
Won the playoff more recently.
Like they've
Ugh.
been more consistent than the Steelers have.
I'm not saying that Mike Tomlin should get. I'm not saying that there's.
Like
there's
if they did that.
it really depends on what they do this offseason.
All right,
So
let's-
let's just get
Trevor
let's get,
Lawrence, baby.
Let's get into our offseason talk. Let's just get into that.
Trevor.
Basically,
Jones.
basically girl time.
Oh my
but we're getting into our offseason talk.
I don't think we would ever see Jesse again if
If
Daniel
Daniel
Jones
Jones
became the quarterback.
I'd be a very deep
Daniel
depression.
Jones becomes the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do you want to split a jersey for Jesse?
No, I'm not wearing that jersey.
Split a jersey
I'm not wearing that jersey.
for Daniel Jones.
Cost. Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
so
oh,
you
oh.
would get me a Daniel Jones jersey, which
Yeah,
I would
we
never
could do
wear.
that for Christmas.
Mind you, I would never wear that jersey ever.
Christmas.
I would never wear that jersey.
don't-
Why not?
I would never wear that jersey.
Amanda's is a Justin Fields jersey. Those
Okay,
weirder
womp
jerseys
womp.
to get.
Hey,
Womp,
he
womp.
might not even be on the Steelers
Womp,
anymore.
womp, okay? I'd rather have a Justin Fields jersey than a Daniel Jones jersey.
You'd rather have a okay. I mean, I can't really like say anything.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
Because you hate Justin Fields, but we're not
Not
going to get
to-
into that
No,
right
I
now.
don't hate him.
We're not going to get into it because we already had conversations
All right,
about
No,
it.
you're pretzeling.
I'm not doing that.
You are.
No, I'm not.
You're
Okay.
twisting my words.
Oh, okay. I was really confused with what you meant.
That's
by
what I
that.
meant.
was like-
Can we get into grill time, please?
Yeah.
Let's just get into grill time. Can we say it together,
Well,
Michael?
grill
1, 2,
time
3.
esque.
Grill time.
That's your thing. I'm gonna let you have it.
Oh man, I need someone else to do it with me.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I
Alright.
thought you liked
No,
it.
you
It's
don't.
fine.
That's your thing.
You don't need anyone else.
All right,
You're doing just fine.
Grill
Yeah,
time.
you're doing pretty good.
good.
Good job.
What's the first thing on the list?
All right. My first thing, because we all have stuff. My first thing is T. Higgins and the Bengals.
Yep.
The reason I am bringing this up
And I
is
hate the
because
Bengals, but I don't
the Bengals need to stop being cheap.
Mm.
They're a cheap organization.
Mm.
It's their history.
Mm.
It's what they do. Besides Joe Burrow,
He's speaking facts.
they don't give out big deals.
You see what Joe
Like-
Burrow said about his contract, bro?
About whose contract?
No, how he's saying
Like how they don't pay people?
about what he said about the Eagles.
No.
What'd he say?
Do you remember what he said?
What
What'd he say?
Hold on.
But anyway, while Jesse finds that,
Let me find it. Let me find it.
the reason is because like they're bringing up how they're gonna franchise tag him for the second time. His mom's saying stuff on Twitter about how they're selfish and cheap. I'm not gonna finish the whole thing she said because
it's cursing.
it's
She cursed.
yeah.
And we don't
but
curse here on this podcast.
It's the B
Or
word, but
try
the
not
other
to.
one, not the one you first think of. But
Goodness gracious.
I do agree that they need T. Higgins because if you look at like the
Do they?
numbers with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow with just them on the field and them with T. Higgins, like they're both out there, it helps Jamar, it helps Joe because it brings attention off of Jamar. And that's why Jamar plays so much better. Because, like, if you look at any team in history of the NFL, if they only have one wide
I found
receiver,
what he said. So whenever you're done.
if they only have one wide receiver that's like a Pro Bowl, All Pro, like one of the best at the position, then they're gonna get double covered. They're gonna get like the corner's gonna get safety help. They're gonna play soft. They're not gonna give up deep. Like they're gonna try to limit big plays with that receiver at any means necessary.
I mean, did you see Jamar Chase's numbers before and after he got back?
T. Higgins? Yeah,
He went off the.
Can I say
it's way different.
Yeah.
Like he does way better with T. Higgins on
Some
the field.
people it surprises you. Oh, he's got more targets. You're gonna not do as well. But no, it's gonna make you wide open.
Exactly.
Yeah. So naturally your numbers are going to be better with less receptions.
I found the quote.
But
like one thing that's gonna sound surprising when I say this, like not surprising. It's like I'm biased. It's like I'm gonna say it. It's kind of why.
Say it.
Terry McLaurin.
Yes.
There it is.
If you put up numbers without
There it
having a
is.
secondary wide receiver to draw attention,
Yeah.
that's impressive. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. Like,
Yeah, it's.
that's
I'm
all-
not
that's
saying
all.
like
I'll
Jamar obviously can do it.
Oh, he could.
He has the
But it
skill.
does.
Like
Yeah,
it's
it does.
just it's just different. It's just a different
He
impact.
would rather have T Higgins still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Then he goes off for 250.
Plus, that's still his guy.
I think the only concern that we have is that the Bengals don't have a lot of cap space to like do a big deal for T unless they like really do reconstruct some contracts. Probably Joe Burrow's will probably be reconstructed with other
push
people.
some stuff off to the future.
Exactly, and so like that would be the only way because they're really like focusing on getting T Higgins back.
They also have
Signing
Hendrickson.
DeMar Chase his deal because now he still doesn't have a deal, so he needs his deal to be done. And Trey Henderson has to get his deal as well. So that's 3 focal guys on your team, your 2 best wide receivers and your best defensive player that all need money, and they don't have a lot of cap space to do that. So
I think one of those guys they're going to face the same situation that
it's the Cowboys. Somebody's not going to get paid.
And it's probably going to be.
It's probably going to be Hendrickson.
It's probably going to be
out of any-
Hendrickson. I would assume.
If we had to pick, like, who do you think is not going to get paid? It's going to be Hendrickson.
I think they focus on upgrading their defense, not downgrading it.
Yep,
Yeah, if they lose Hendrickson, their
They're
defense is
downgrading.
screwed.
they're downgrading
He's
horribly.
kept them in.
Yeah. He's the only reason that their defense was, like, showed any real flashes, like, at a decently consistent.
Yeah, it says Henderson
Pay-
is seeking
or
a new
clip.
deal or a trade out of Cincinnati. Which if they
Oh.
trade him
So
out of
next
Cincinnati,
thing-
that'd be very bad.
Who?
Ooh.
Hendrickson? Does he have. He's a free agent, isn't he?
Yes.
Or is he just, like.
No, he said
he
he's,
just
he's
wants a
seeking
contract?
a new deal or he wants to be traded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But, like.
When Chase is entering the final year of his rookie deal and Higgins is
But like it's not
unrestricted
like
free
it's
agent.
impossible to
Oh, no,
maneuver
no.
this. Like
no, but that's why I
the
wanted.
Eagles do this every year. I'm sorry
That's
I brought
why I
up the
wanted.
Eagles
That's
again.
why I want
They
to bring
brought
up the
they-
Joe Burrow comment. That's why I
Oh,
want to bring that up.
transition.
Good GMs. will do.
Exactly.
Nailed it.
Exactly. Good job. Boom.
Not purposefully, but
Not
it
purposely,
worked.
but it worked. So what Joe Burrow
Yes.
said, pointed out how the Eagles were able to pay Jalen Hurts, Devonta, and A.J. Brown. He said the Eagles are paying everybody. It seems like the way, whatever they're doing, you convert some of the money to a signing bonus, which will lower the cap hit. So he was
Yeah.
just basically going into like, the Eagles are doing it. Why can't we do it? And so then I bring up also it's like it's going to be hard for the Bengals to do that because unlike the Bengals, the Eagles had Howie Roseman, like we've been all saying, is a dog. He knows what he's doing when
He's
it
a
comes
ge-
to the
he's
money.
a genius.
He's a genius at the
Who do you
GM.
think, all right, who do you think are the top GMs in the league right now?
Oh, by the way, because you brought that up,
Mm.
I saw someone
Good
post
job.
something about the top GMs, and they had like the Bucks, the Rams, the Eagles, and the Chiefs. I'm like,
I can see the Rams GM.
yes,
I can
but
see the Chiefs
why is
GM.
the
He
Bucks?
bought them a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the Bucks guy in there? Like, I know they're
He got
decent.
He got Tom Brady to bucket. He got Tom Brady and Gronk to the Buccaneers.
He bought
Yeah,
them a
but
Super
this
Bowl.
isn't based off of 1 year.
And made that deep.
A
But like
Super Bowl will get you put in getting the pieces to win a Super Bowl. Will
he
put
got
you in that
the GOAT quarterback. He got his best,
I'm
his
not taking
favorite,
that-
his favorite weapon, and made that defense so good that like when they got to the Super Bowl, everybody was like, "Yeah, they're winning."
No, I'm not taking that year. Like that year was a great job by him. But I feel like if you're
also
considered
feel like-
one of the best GMs, you have to have like more than a season.
But look how.
But even when they
look
lost,
at the replacement of
even
Brady.
when they lost Tom Brady, they got Baker
They
Mayfield
got an amazing job at getting Baker on that such a good deal, and then
kept Antoine Winfield
Yes,
and
but-
Vita Vea and Mike Evans on long contract
No,
deals. Hopefully, he does the same with Chris Godwin. I don't know. Hopefully,
And then also with his drafting of Bucky Irving
and Rashad White
Yeah, I'm not saying like he's a bad
and
GM.
McMillan.
and McMillan.
I'm not saying he's a bad GM at all.
Oh, I'm just saying, like,
But,
I can see why he would
Like
be
to put him in like the top 4 is kind of crazy to me.
I think Washington's team should be up there. But
I think
I can see that.
I think
I can see that.
I think Eagles. I think Philly.
We're nowhere up there. We're nowhere up there. We're top 30.
I don't know.
We're
enough.
not.
I'm not saying I don't know.
We're not.
I think the Lions.
It's a good combo.
I think the
it's a good combo.
Raven, the Eric DeCosta should be up there.
See, I was gonna say the Ravens. No,
Yeah.
49ers, but they.
And it's just it's not that we can't say them, it's just we don't know the names. Some of the GMs, I have no clue who their
The
names
reason why I
are.
was not saying the Niners is because he's on the Commanders now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just thought that. But what were you gonna say? Sorry.
That's it.
Oh, that's what you were gonna say.
Yeah.
With GMs like
Yeah, but who are our
Who are
top
like
five?
top 4 or 5?
5.
Howie Roseman.
Can we just go by teams? Because I'm not.
Sorry.
I can't get the
Okay,
names.
Eagles,
I can't
Chiefs,
get the names. I'm sorry.
Lions. Right now, if this is like just off of recently
Yeah.
type
Like what are
relatively
we going
recent,
off of the past 5 years? Or are we talking right now?
Right now.
Right now? Okay.
Because some teams
like
don't even have the same
relatively
GM.
recently.
Most teams don't even have the same GM they had 5 years ago.
That's true.
So I would say
Right now.
the
Okay.
Eagles, Chiefs, Ravens, Commanders, and Lions.
I was gonna say Lions and Texans.
I would also say Lions and Texans as well.
Like Texans could be a
I want to give
Because they-
some love to the Packers just because like
Texans, I would put it.
I mean
6.
getting Jordan Love on that
Bills at
kind
7.
of deal was kind of crazy, and then getting like Jaden Reed, like yes they're all still young and they're all shown potential, so like you could kind of see where that's coming from, but also like
I'd put the
I
Broncos up
understand
there.
that too. I also give the Vikings, bro, because we didn't like that
The Vikings.
That GM.
Oh, he
he was
very
praying
good.
that Sam Darnold was going to be good this year.
He's a very good
praying.
GM though.
So I have.
I mean,
to
he
give
got
him some
Justin
credit.
Jefferson, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson. He replaced.
Put
Yeah.
him at 5.
He replaced Cook with Aaron Jones.
Yep. He cooked.
What? At him at 5,
Yeah.
the Vikings.
The-
I'd have Vikings at 5.
I think we can all agree on who the worst GM is though in the NFL.
Jerry Jones. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
It's technically not
Yes.
Jerry Jones, but it is Jerry
Speaking
Jones.
of Jerry Jones, ain't that the next part of the thing?
Oh,
Ain't that the next part? I was trying to get it. Oh
No.
my gosh,
I mean, I can make
that
it that.
transition was perfect. But
Yeah,
you know what? No.
That's the next thing now.
All right, Emmanuel
Boom.
Acho said on the facility. I forgot the name for a second.
All good.
I was gonna say
Shout out
speak.
facility.
I was gonna say speak, but that's not it anymore. On the facility that the Cowboys are one Eagles offseason away from a Super Bowl.
Emmanuel
I think
Acho-
that's one of the most
Emmanuel
insane
Acho,
things I've ever heard.
You
I
are a
can agree
very
with it.
smart man.
I can agree with 100% what you had to say because that they are, but they're just not going to be able to do it.
No.
They like
No.
most teams are like one giant,
No.
like, a bunch of great
Yeah.
signings away from
That, but that's the reason why it's insane.
I tried. I literally.
If you said that they
I
could do it,
I found a
it's
website
different.
where we could do like off season.
I mean,
like
technically,
off season
yeah.
mock thing, and so like I was like
Like
trying
mock
to like
off-seasons?
yeah, I was trying to like restructure the Cowboys contracts to like try and get them some money so they could pick up somebody. They're in the negatives regardless of what I do. Like that Dak Prescott contract
Well, if you
literally
cut-
shot
if
them
you
in the
cut
foot.
Dak Prescott,
Negative.
no, but
because you
then-
get dead hit.
Yeah, then you get
All
dead
that money's
cap.
dead cap. So it's
you
just
trade him for
If you trade him, you get dead cap hit
it's
too.
dead cap
no,
hit.
no.
So
What if you trade him for someone of equal value, but of more value, like equal?
But he's the highest paid.
But you can go at other positions too. You can go multiple players.
No, but like he's the highest paid player in the entire
saying-
league. Like
let's
to
say-
not get a dead cap hit.
Yeah, but I'm saying like say
y'all know how I feel about Dax. You already know how I'm gonna say.
There's nothing you
Y'all
can
already
do.
know. How I
Like
feel
they're
about that.
screwed.
They're screwed.
Regardless
They're
of
screwed.
what you do.
They're screwed.
I can't.
Unless
Like they're
unless,
-2 over
unless
the cap.
The only way we could see something is they have to do amazing in the draft, like A plus, like get everything that you need to make
They
them
have to
solid.
knock this draft out
and
of the
then,
park.
if Micah Parsons says, I don't want to come back and he wants to leave, you better hope whatever you get back, you get draft capital and you get somebody that'll help you win now.
Hear me out. All right.
Two things.
First Madden video. We all working on this together.
Rebuild the Cowboys.
Rebuild the Cowboys.
Yes.
I don't want to do that because I don't like the Cowboys.
Well, that's fine.
None of us like the Cowboys.
No one does.
I hate them more than you two.
That's not true. You can't hate him more than
No.
Yes, I can.
Dude,
Yes, I can.
They're rivals.
As a Steelers fan, every time I know history, we always meet up in a Super Bowl. We hate each other because of that. Not recently. Not recently.
You can't say
History.
against the team.
No,
History.
no, I know what you're saying.
We've played against this team.
I'm just saying they're in the same
But
division,
then I
though.
know it's different for you,
The
but you have to
180
understand where it's coming from me. I know where it's coming from
Well,
with you.
yeah, if you're talking like all time, like Super Bowls, like you're going up against each other in a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Cowboys
Yes.
and Eagles was... No, sorry. Cowboys and Steelers were like
But is
cream of the
that
crop back in the day.
were they?
Wait, that was-
That was
like-
way back, but
that
like,
was
but,
back to their
but like
back.
that was, but they were the top dogs. Can we not disagree?
They were
They were the top
For the
dogs
70s?
back in those days. I'm not talking about now. They're
in the
both,
'70s. They
They're
were.
both
Yes.
the worst franchises right now. If we're really gonna be honest,
I can name a lot of worse ones.
There's a lot more above.
Then the
there's-
Steelers
there's
and
a lot worse
Cowboys?
than the Steelers.
Jags, Titans, Patriots, Jets, Raiders,
No.
Browns,
They-
Giants,
Patriots
Saints.
are still riding off the high of Tom Brady.
Sorry.
I'm
So,
just going to say, there's a lot worse than the
And I'm not
but
saying-
not as many worse than the Cowboys.
I'm not saying that the Steelers
All
are a
those
horrible
are worse than the
franchise.
Cowboys.
Not as many, I'm saying.
I'm not
saying
Yeah.
a lot.
I know people are
Yeah,
gonna
they're
be
like
like,
middle
this
of the
man is
pack.
definitely not a Steelers fan. I am. It is just that I know that we're not as good as we used to be.
He wants.
I just want us to be good.
Yeah.
I want us to win a wild card. That's what I want. I just want to get to the division.
Jesse?
That's all I want.
Hey, hey,
Crash out.
It really pisses me off when we don't make it past a wild
I
card.
know how I feel.
Crash
I
out.
know.
It feels nice to win.
Of all things.
I'll be
You guys
rooting-
just gotta
of all
stop
things
playing-
this past playoffs, why do you have to go against his team? Why would that have to be his team in the wild card? Pisses me off.
Because you guys lost
It
4
could've-
straight.
I know we
It could
did.
have been worse.
I know we did.
It could have been worse.
I'm just saying.
I had to go against the great Eagles in the NFC
Oh
Championship.
God. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
That was a rough one.
I saw red there for a few seconds. I apologize.
Yeah, you guys had to play the Bills and the Ravens in the wild card the last 2 years. That's rough.
I mean, to be fair,
I'm just saying that's a rough 2 matchups to start the
would you
playoffs.
like me to tell you the last 2 teams that Washington had to face in the playoffs?
I know it's
The Lions and the Eagles.
it's yeah no
Oh, no,
no
before this.
Bucks.
No,
Oh,
Bucks.
before this year.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then we had to face against the Seahawks with Russell Wilson
True. Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
and the
Yeah.
Legion of Boom. That was
But
That was
I'm not
when
saying that my team is trash.
RG3 fricked his leg up.
I want them to be good.
Right?
I want them to be good.
it was the
It's just our front office is not
he
making
played
us
his
look
whole
good.
first year. It was a
Yeah.
loss.
Yeah.
That was
It's annoying.
That was his rookie year that we played the Eagles, the Seahawks.
Yeah. Yeah, in the
next
playoffs.
season.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't mess. It was next season he messed up his knee. It was in 2013.
Yeah, that's what I
You're
meant.
right. You're
It
right.
was when he messed his knee up.
Yeah.
It was that year.
Yeah.
Not that
Yeah.
playoff series.
But yeah.
But he
I'm not done-
he
I'm not
tore his
done.
knee in the playoff game. Cuz he made him go out there and play.
I don't remember what happened. That was.
I'm
Cuz
not-
he messed his knee up against
Yeah.
the Ravens.
All that
and
to
then
say.
they went to the playoffs and he tore it.
That might be.
All that's to say, I'm not saying that the Steelers are a horrible franchise. It's just that right now our front office is not doing anything. And I know we're talking more about my team than y'all's team, but like it's grinding
I
my
don't want to
gears.
talk about
It's
mine right
grinding
now.
my gears because we know what yours.
Can I say something?
Yours is fine. You get a wide receiver and a
No,
couple
I
defensive
know.
pieces, you're fine.
I'm
you
just
get
saying
a couple
based
defensive
on
pieces,
what's been
you're
happening.
fine.
You get a.
I need a franchise guy. I need a franchise guy,
I think you can.
and that's gonna
draft
be. I don't think we do.
one. I think you can. I'm saying.
I don't think
You
we
know
do.
who you could get in the
Because
draft?
the only 2 guys that I would say are franchise guys in the draft right now is Cam Ward and Shitter Sanders.
Do you know who
right now.
I like for you
Maybe
guys?
Jalen Milrow. Maybe who's the other guy? Jackson Dart. Maybe he can
like
be good. I don't know.
I like Dart a lot.
I don't know. So
Or
I can't
Will
say that right
Howard.
now. Or Will Howard. Who knows? But
or the
I
guy
can't-
from Louisville.
I can't sit here and say that whoever, if we do pick up a Jalen Milrow in the draft, he's a starter.
What do you think about?
can't say that.
What do you think about like not getting a quarterback this year, signing another quarterback to a 1-year deal, and then trying to go after Archie?
You mean Tank?
No, I meant like trading up in the draft.
You'd have to give
we
up
would
a
have
lot.
to, we would have to tank. That because Archie's going to be a top 5 pick.
I'm saying you get.
He's probably gonna be the number 1 pick.
He's going to be a top 5 pick. So we would literally have
Depending
to
on who is the number 1 pick, like what team has that pick.
Yeah.
But he's definitely probably like top 3 pick.
So I don't
My
know.
prediction is who's gonna have the first pick. We'll do that later.
We'll do that later.
We'll do that in when does the NFL season start? The week before the season starts.
It starts September, so it has to be like end of August.
So August we'll do after the
End of August we'll do
end of the
predictions.
season we'll do it.
Which I don't know more in February, but it's fine.
We're planning ahead.
What are we here talking about? Cowboys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
Emmanuel
they were
Acho,
the
I don't know what you're talking
one
about,
off season
but
away.
that's not happening this year.
Because
No.
One,
No.
you
That ain't
don't have Howie Roseman. You have Jerry Jones. So that's the number 1 issue.
We don't have to say anything else. Jerry Jones. That's
it.
That's it.
Guess what? Yeah, yeah. The same dude that said they were going all in last year and got a linebacker and a long snapper.
Mm-hmm.
And then paid Dak.
I'm gonna pay Dak and CD, but didn't pay Micah.
Yeah, and waited till the hours before the first game to pay Dak.
If Dak, I really want Micah Parsons to go somewhere. If he goes to the Commanders, I'll be happy. But where I'd like him to go is the AFC.
Apparently, Myles Garrett
Just away
is
from you.
away from
Get
me.
away from the NFC.
apparently the top 3 to get Myles Garrett odds-wise is
We're not
Eagles,
talking about
Commanders,
Myles
and Bills. I'm just saying if
okay.
like they don't get Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
I
if
feel
the
like we're gonna
Eagles,
be-
if the
I feel
Eagles
like
get Myles
If we
Garrett,
find out what they're offering, I feel like we're gonna.
if the
try to
Eagles
do
get Myles
everything to
Garrett,
offer
the NFL's rigged.
The Eagles.
If the Eagles get Myles Garrett,
if they
the
get
NFL's
Myles
rigged.
Garrett, we might be seeing like
This might be a dynasty.
The
It
Eagles
be a
might
dy-
turn
it
into
might
the
be a dynasty.
Chiefs.
It might be a dynasty. We might have just stumbled upon a
So
dynasty.
we got one more Super Bowl then.
Maybe.
one more.
If we're lucky.
Yeah,
Oh, of them too.
They can't three-peat. They're not
I
gonna
don't know,
three-peat.
And then we're gonna have the
'Cause,
Bills
dude-
come in and win the fourth.
Because
There
like,
we
dude,
go.
if the Eagles got Myles
And then
Garrett,
shoot,
their
the Texans
defense,
go all the way and make it the year after that.
their defense would be like they would be unstoppable.
Yeah.
You
They
know,
give Jalen Carter
something's
and
gonna-
Myles Garrett
Something's gonna
on the
happen.
D line.
Jalen Hurts is gonna get hurt or something because that's.
Don't wish that on him.
I'm not wishing.
Hey, guess
I feel
what?
like something's-
If they got
Okay.
Myles Garrett, they could go on a 2,000 Ravens run where the defense allows 10 points a game. And
That
they
means
have Kenny Pickett.
that
Then we get Pickett's
has
the
scored
quarterback.
10
Kenny Pickett can get 13
He
points.
can hand the ball off pretty well.
Yeah, and they still have Saquon
He can hand.
and that O line.
I can attest
you
to
trade-
that statement. I can attest
You
to that
trade
statement.
you trade for JJ McCarthy. He's the handoff simulator, the king of the handoff. He won a national title for doing that.
Hey, he can
Jalen
throw the
McCarthy
ball.
on the Eagles. It
can throw the
has
ball.
a nice ring to it.
Yeah, but
Especially if they re-sign Sam Darnold. Who knows?
He throws the ball when he has to, and he makes the plays. That's what his role
Yeah,
was.
let's not disrespect
It's just a
JJ. Let's not
trade. It's
disrespect.
just-
Michigan. I don't even like Michigan.
No.
Have you watched the Connor
I like-
Stallions thing
I
though?
like some
on
guys who went
Netflix.
from-
You should
went to
watch it.
Michigan, but I don't like Michigan.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Growth time wise? We can talk about.
I have one thing that came out this year. The 2024 All Belichick team.
The what now?
Players.
Yes. So but this year, every year apparently, like Bill Belichick makes up a team. He gets a list of the best of all teams, and he picks which makes his starting lineup out of.
Can we just do
This year.
offense? Because I feel like it's
Oh,
gonna
I'm
take.
only gonna do offense.
Okay, good. Because defense will take forever.
Like all time.
No, this is from 2024.
Oh.
Okay. Go
He
ahead.
built a team.
So
Go
like.
ahead.
Okay.
I'm with
I
him.
got
I'm
you.
with you.
I thought you
I'm
meant like it was like players he coached.
Go ahead. Who's?
Oh, okay. I got it.
I'll go offensive.
Go
line.
ahead.
Okay.
Jordan Mailata won left tackle.
Okay.
Joe Tooney, left guard.
Mm.
Tyler Linderbaugh for center.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Linderbaum. Respect him.
I'm not even gonna get his
Yeah, Bill.
Who? What team is he on?
It doesn't give teams.
Let me see his name.
What's his name? Start with like.
Wait, can we see the name?
What does it say?
Quinn Meaners from the Broncos. I think he's the right guard.
Oh, I know who
Yeah,
it is.
Quinn. Yeah.
Kenneth
Yeah.
Sewell for right tackle.
Makes sense.
The tight end who.
Not Mike Johnson.
Nope.
Bro, that's a crazy O
Kenneth
line.
Sewell is amazing.
Penny Sewell. No. I'm not disrespecting. Penny Sewell was a great right tackle, but I thought it'd be Lane because Lane's just
Lane
that
Johnson
dog.
was second. Like
It's crazy that the Eagles have like the two best tackles in the
in
entire
football.
league.
Yeah.
I would. when he's healthy, there's one other guy who would take over Jordan Mailata
Who?
for left tackle.
Who?
Trent Williams. That's the only one. That's like
Okay.
You know. What
That's
I'm
a conversation. That's a conversation.
He's been a dog for like.
No, he's been a dog at left tackle for years.
scary.
Yeah, I will not
That's the
disagree
only
with
guy.
that. But
Career-wise,
Yeah.
he's
he's a dog. But Jordan Mailata's
tight
this
end.
year has been the best.
Tight end, we have George Kittle.
Yeah, he was the best tight end this year. He was.
Slot
was.
receiver.
Next year he'll pick Isaiah Likely.
You hope.
At slot
He will.
receiver, he chose Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Slot.
Yep.
Not-
Receiver one,
Not
Justin Jefferson.
McConkey. No, just
Not Jamar Chase.
Nope.
Justin Jefferson, you
And
said?
wide receiver 3.
Wait,
I'm
who's
sorry, what?
who's two?
Wide receiver 2. My bad. They were only 2. Wide
Oh,
receiver
okay.
2 and
So slot was
Slot's Amon-Ra. Wide receiver 1 is Justin Jefferson, and 2 is.
Terry McLaurin. Over.
So Jamar Chase was not on this list at all.
He is on the list, but he did not choose him to start. He also chose him over CeeDee Lamb, Brian Thomas, and Malik Neighbors.
Wow.
that's
okay.
crazy though. The
Wow.
Triple Crown winner didn't get his pick.
Didn't get his
Nope.
pick.
Come on, Bill. What are you doing,
What are we
man?
doing?
Fullback is Patrick Ricard.
Okay, respect Ricard.
Yeah.
Respect Ricard.
Running back
Project
one.
Pat.
RB1 is, well, actually, there's only one running back. It's
Saquon.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, it had to be.
Is
Nobody else.
RB2
Was that an RB2?
Derrick Henry?
No RB2.
Oh.
Wow, you don't pick one. Okay.
But there are, like,
If
And
it
quarterback.
was.
And quarterback is.
Jameer Gibbs and Derrick Henry are on the roster for it.
Okay.
But they didn't. And the quarterback is Josh Allen.
Mm.
Lamar Jackson is backup.
Mm.
Just like the MVP.
That pisses him off.
I did not choose. do
This was
goal.
Bill Belichick's list.
I'm
This is
just-
not your
I'm
list.
not mad at Michael.
This is
I'm mad
Bill
at Bill.
Belichick's
Bill
list.
Belichick.
I'm mad at Bill. See, Bill, I never liked you as a coach.
Look at the camera and say that.
Bill, I didn't like you when you were coaching the Patriots, and I didn't like your. I liked your team
You might
for the
like
most part.
You might like the defense if you want me to read it.
Is Kyle
You know
Hamilton?
what? We have time. Let's do defense.
Do
Why
it.
not?
All right.
Why not?
Kyle
So-
Hamilton.
Shush.
Okay.
He's gotta be on
You,
there.
you better hope he's on this list.
Outside linebacker.
Okay.
Is
Is it
Jared
right
Verse.
or left?
It's just an outside.
Okay. So Jared first.
Jared
Okay.
Verse. What's D9? Zach Allen.
Yeah, he's on the Broncos.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Vita Vea is
D tackle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
nose tackle. Yeah.
No
Edge
tackle.
rusher is Miles Garrett.
Respectable.
The nickel is Cooper DeJean.
Mm.
Cooper
There we go.
DeJean
Please
is
don't sing
not
this.
a
Stop singing the song.
safety.
Stop singing the song. Roquan Smith.
Yep.
Respect.
Oh, he's the middle linebacker.
Yep.
Who's the
Dang.
other?
Zach Bond.
Ah. Dang, that'd be nasty combo. Oh gosh.
Corner 1 is Patrick Surtain.
Yeah.
Defensive player of the year. Respect.
Yeah, makes sense.
Respect.
Other corner is Derek
Stingley.
Stingley Jr.
Yeah, respect
And
him.
then first safety is Xavier McKinney. And then strong safety is Kyle Hamilton.
There he is. There he is. And
I knew he wasn't free.
Always right with the.
I knew he wasn't free safety.
Did Minka make it at all
Minka.
as free safety or strong safety? I don't know which one he is. but I
Did
know he's
Marlon
safety.
Humphrey make it?
Marlon Humphrey. What?
Did he make the team?
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
nickel.
I was gonna say he was
Did
all
TJ
pro.
Watt make it?
Yeah.
Dang it.
He had a down
Cam
year.
Hayward? Okay.
Trey Hendrickson made it. Daniil Hunter.
Did
Brandon Mitchell. Chris Jones.
Kyle Kyle Van Noy? I doubt it.
Yeah,
but
I don't think
He did
so.
not. Frankie Lou made it.
Ah, respect Louvu.
He almost started too,
Did
over Zach Bond.
Nate Wiggins make it? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm looking
He's a
at the-
rookie.
So
So?
he basically he chose his.
He didn't
stars
have
based off of
Quinion
his-
Mitchell up there.
Cooper DeJean was a rookie.
I know, but he didn't have Quinion Mitchell up there,
I know.
and he had a good year.
Yeah, Derek Stingley. I would have had.
We all have people who.
Derek Stingley had a great year,
I didn't
but
have a single person. There is no Steeler on this list.
They got a lineman.
There's no Steeler on this list.
is there any backup linemen for the Steelers?
There's
Who's
there's
the
no
backup
there's no Steeler
center?
on this list.
Creed Humphrey.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no Steeler on this list
I don't know. Maybe they would have
unless they did Chris
Zach
Boswell
Frazier.
as kicker.
They don't have a kicker on this at all.
Yeah, which he.
If they had a kicker, it probably would have been
Chris.
Boswell.
It probably would have been
No, wait.
Boswell. Boswell.
They
was-
do. Chris Boswell.
Ah,
There you
There's my
go.
Steeler. Come
The
on,
kicker.
Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. Part of the Killer Bees back in the day.
Kick
Goodness
returner's Turpin.
Yeah.
Respect that.
That
Man,
was-
I miss the Killer Bees.
Yeah, it's
I would too.
interesting.
Actually, I don't.
You don't.
I don't miss
You got
them.
to see that.
I don't miss them at all, actually.
I miss Antonio Brown when he was mentally stable.
When he was mentally stable, he was the
I
best
don't.
wide receiver.
I don't, really.
Well, I like
And for football, sure, but I didn't like to see him.
Fantasy football.
No one asked for your opinion, Ravens fan.
Or Le'Veon Bell.
For fantasy.
Actually, why do you care? You're an Eagles fan anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not an Eagles fan.
Look at my sweatshirt.
I'm gonna be honest. From my angle, it looked really bad because it covered up.
No, stop it. No.
Well,
Hold it.
It took me a second to
Ravens
Hold it.
flock.
There we go.
Super Bowl 2026.
All right, is that any, is there any,
Champions.
was there anything else with girl time, or is that it?
I had something. I just saw this and I thought it was crazy, so I thought.
Oh, the AJ Brown thing. Yeah.
Because if you really think about it,
The AJ
this
Brown
trade is absolutely insane. So obviously most people know that the Titans traded the pick. I think it was like whatever pick the Eagles had in the 2020. What draft was it? Like 21, 22.
This is your point.
Yeah, it's your point.
But they basically
say, though, I
traded
did-
the pick for AJ Brown
I will say when
because Traylon Burks was
when
supposed to be
Jason
AJ
Kelce-
Brown prototype.
Jason Kelsey reacted to when the trade happened live, and he was like, "Yo."
Because Traylon Burks was supposed to be like AJ Brown Jr.
He was.
Supposed to be.
But he wasn't.
But it's just crazy because AJ Brown has 261 receptions since this trade, 4,031 yards, 25 touchdowns. Burks has 53 catches, 699 total yards,
3 years.
and 1 touchdown.
4 years now.
Oh, 3 seasons.
Almost 4 years. Yeah.
AJ Brown has more Super Bowl appearances than Traylon Burks has touchdowns in his career.
He's bad.
That's kind of sad.
And he was a first round pick.
Dare I say though, if it was another quarterback
That
situation,
receiving room, that draft. I'm just gonna go back to that draft class.
It wasn't
that
great.
receiving room.
yeah, that draft class wasn't. That wide
No,
receiver
I'm talking
class
about
was not great.
AJ Brown's.
Oh,
Oh,
his
yeah.
draft class.
That was great. A great. Receiving.
Wasn't that
Yeah, it was. It was.
Was that
AJ Brown?
Let's
Taylor
find out what
McLaurin,
draft class
Deebo
that
Samuel.
was.
Yeah.
Oh,
so that was
Those are the ones I can remember. 27.
18? Was it 18?
It was.
I'm looking up.
2019 draft. Because I remember because it was the year
Yep, Tennessee
before.
Titans,
2019.
2019 second round. He was the 51st overall pick.
Who?
AJ Brown.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I
yes,
just saw it.
the Titans traded Brown to the Philadelphia Eagles at the start of the 2022 NFL draft.
Yeah. I forget what pick they had. It was. Oh, no. They were. Because that was the
Give me
year.
one
No,
second.
no. Never
that
mind.
the second
Never
round?
mind.
Yeah,
It was their first.
It was their first round.
It was their first.
Yeah.
It was their first. Yep.
Because Traylon Burks was like a huge prospect because he was supposed to be like
Where was
AJ
he
Brown.
from?
Arkansas.
All right.
He was great in college, but
Yeah, he
Do you
was.
want to do your thing? Or
did
do you
not
want me to
pan
do
out.
mine?
You can go. I can go last.
All right.
All right, Is it game time now? It's technically game time.
yes.
Game time.
All right.
That should be the name of it.
Game time. I like game time.
It's pretty good.
Game time's a good one. Okay, it's
All
game
right.
time.
Game
Let's hit it.
time.
Game time.
All right.
Oh my god.
It is going to be where will they be? I'm going to give you a player's name, and you're going to predict where they will end up after this offseason.
All right,
Easy
Okay.
enough.
let's go.
All right. First.
Oh, is it just us
Just
doing
you-
it?
just you
Okay.
two. Like, I'll give my opinion, but like.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm asking you to me.
Okay.
Do we have to agree on it?
Yes,
Do we have to
let's
come
Yeah,
to a-
we
okay.
have to come to a consensus.
Collaborate.
Okay. Got it.
Josh Sweat.
That Super Bowl got him some money.
I feel like I feel like he'll resign.
I think it kind of, I don't know. It depends if they get Myles Garrett. But let's
also,
say they don't.
but also would it
I think the Eagles re-sign him.
would it matter if they don't resign Zach Bond? Then they just make sure they get Sweat.
Zach Bond should be their top priority.
Probably.
I agree with
I would,
This
I would say that,
offseason?
yeah. So
Josh Sweat should be
I,
2 or 3.
Second or
Sure.
I think he's going to go to New England.
Mm,
After losing Judon, they need a good pass rusher.
Yeah, but that's going from a great situation to a bad situation. Dang.
I'm gonna
It's a
say.
great pay situation.
Great pay situation, yeah.
I'm gonna
Get
say.
his ring.
I'll say resign, unless you want to say something else.
How do you feel
I have a lot of
about?
these, I'm gonna let you know.
How do you feel about the Bengals?
Josh Sweat to the Bengals.
Let's say they trade
It would kind of
Hendrickson.
make sense. Like Henderson would be an Eagle, and then Sweat would be a Bengal. Is that what you think?
No, they don't have to trade
Oh.
one for one because
Okay,
he's a
okay,
free
okay.
agent. But let's say that
so they-
Bengals trade Hendrickson because they don't want to give him that giant deal.
And then
They
they
could
get
get
Josh Sweat.
Sweat for a lower price, a little lower.
That makes sense. It makes sense, but I don't.
We'll say he resigns.
Yeah,
I agree.
would,
He'll probably
I would say
resign.
resign, but like a Bengals picking him up wouldn't be that crazy to me.
All right, T. Higgins.
New England.
He's not gonna be a Bengal.
New England.
All right,
I
so what
don't
about
think he's gonna be a
Bengals?
Bengal.
Whoever gives him most money.
I think the two leading teams right now, to
It's gotta be-
other than the Bengals,
I feel like it's the
or Washington
Commanders.
And,
No, Chargers.
Chargers could
Him
get
on the
him.
Chargers would be such a good
he
pickup
would.
for them.
But I'm just telling you, the two leading teams are the Patriots and Commanders.
Yeah, because they got the money.
I think he would very I think that fact that they have Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh.
Not that there's anything against Drake May and Jaden Daniels, but like Justin Herbert, at least he's accomplished.
He has more talent. That's what I'll say.
I'm gonna
Sure,
I'm
let's go
gonna
with that.
I'm gonna throw my bias in. I was Jane Daniels' accomplishment.
We know.
It's just a fact.
That's why I say he's not top 5 and
Commanders
people
fan,
that were
we
putting him in
know.
there before were
Herbert?
insane. Yeah.
Oh, I agree. Herbert is not top 5.
No, he's not.
Well, some people were.
No.
Yeah, some people are stupid. Some
True.
people are Cowboys fans.
That is true. I'm not saying it was pretty stupid to put him in
Okay,
there.
do you want to say Patriots? Do you want to say we could say Chargers for the heck of it?
Chargers.
Okay, let's see
Perfectly
Chargers.
fine.
Chargers
I like
for the
him on
heck
the
of it. I like
Chargers.
Chargers. It's a good pick.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Do you
That's a
hope
tough
that
one.
JJ McCarthy is good, or do you just
Or do you
keep
want him to
going
sit
with?
again?
Do you want to keep going with the success of Sam Darnold?
Because you could also have him sit again
Wouldn't be bad to have
for
him
another
sit.
year and actually learn when he's not having to rehab.
True.
I'm going to say...
Do you think
Because he could go to...
I was
the
thinking Raiders.
Giants.
I was thinking Raiders.
The Raiders, the
Raiders are
Giants,
most likely drafting.
the Jets maybe. Go back
But they're
to the
not going to get
Jets.
Shador, so I don't know who they're going to pick up.
Who? The Raiders?
Yeah. I mean, Shador should be a top 5
What
pick.
pick do they have again? They have 3. 4.
They might get Russell Wilson,
That's true.
the Raiders.
True.
Oh yeah, with Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would...
What do you want to say? Do you want to say resign, or you think he's going to...
Oh, they also might get. Oh,
Let's agree. Do you think he's gonna go back to the Vikings, or do you think he's gonna leave?
while you two talk, I'm gonna bring out this point.
I
They might also resign Tyler Lockett.
That's
He got
true.
cut.
That's true.
I think...
Do you think he
I think
leaves,
it's
or
between the Vikings and the... Oh, man.
It's tough.
Because there's a lot of different scenarios that could happen
Mm-hmm.
where I could see him... I could see him going to the Giants.
I could also.
But I
put him on the
also-
Giants.
Matthew Stafford could possibly end up on the Giants, too.
I would not really care.
I don't like
It's not
that.
different.
I don't like
That's a
that.
Commanders, and I'm different about it.
And then the Rams wouldn't have a quarterback, so he could... If
Go
that
to the
happened, he could go
Rams.
to the Rams. I'm going to say he resigns with the Vikings.
All right, resigns with the Vikings.
I'll say.
I think
I'll-
that's the highest probability
Yeah.
thing.
You agree?
Yeah,
and I hate saying that for JJ, but yeah, I think they're gonna resign him, keep
All
that
right.
momentum.
Zach Bond.
Resigns.
Zach Bond,
Resigns.
resign.
No way. No way he leaves the
That
Eagles.
was nice. Quick. Chris Godwin.
I want to say resign, but I don't think he's gonna want to go back.
Chris
I'm not gonna
Godwin.
lie to you. I don't think he's gonna want to come back.
Chris
Like
Godwin.
a team of New England.
I
Let's
just don't want to say the top options because I know they got the money for it. Broncos?
The top options are the top options. for a
Chris
reason.
Godwin to the Broncos?
The Broncos. The Rams.
Rams?
Because they're going to trade Cooper Kupp.
True. Panthers?
49ers.
Cowboys.
Niners need a wide receiver.
Niners
Miami
do need a wide
Debo.
receiver. Yeah.
I could see him. I could definitely see him in 49ers.
Panthers?
No, he's not going to. He's going to want to go to a contender.
I'm just.
You already
It's a
have the
thought.
Rams.
It's a thought.
I mean,
It
because
makes-
technically,
once you
then
win a
you
ring,
wouldn't be
you're
able to
less
see the
likely to
Patriots,
go
though,
10 or
too.
11.
He just wants to be financially stable at this point.
Yeah, it's money at this point.
Because, like, technically, he would. If that was the case, he wouldn't go to the Patriots.
I'm just saying, Bryce Young he looked good this year, so I mean, adding him to the roster would be bad.
Let's
But
say
I can land on 49ers. I can land with the
Houston?
49ers.
Because they might not resign.
Ooh,
They might not.
Houston, and they're
Houston would not
also
be bad.
the Tank Dell will be out all year.
Tank Dell will be out all year.
Tank Dell gone.
The Bills.
Oh,
Bills,
the,
Bills could be an
yep,
option.
Based off my next one of my later questions, they need a good wide receiver.
Let's say Texans,
Texans, okay.
I will agree with Texans,
because they have a lot of.
But I
besides
really-
Nico,
but that Niners one is also kind of intriguing. So
I would say
either way.
Niners
Well, I'll
is
say
second.
Texans.
Justin Fields.
Please,
Jets.
please resign. Please resign. Please resign.
Okay.
Please resign. Please resign. Please, Lord God Almighty, please let him resign. I'm sorry.
I'd say
can't-
either
I
the
cannot have a world where he leaves the Steelers.
I think
can't.
it's either
I can't.
Steelers or Jets.
I've
I
seen
can't.
The Jets, and
I
I've
can't.
also seen what's the other team? I've seen the Browns.
The Raiders,
God,
maybe.
not the Browns.
The Giants also.
I like Justin. I don't want him to be a Brown because I don't hate him. Hate his guts out.
The Saints might be.
Uh,
They need a
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I might be biased and say resign, but that's just me.
well, I'll say resign, but I just so we can.
Oh, that's a team I've also seen. The Raiders.
Yeah.
Oh, you said that?
Yeah, I said the
I
Raiders.
said I hope to God they
I
resign.
think I'll say the
I'm gonna say
Steelers
resign.
and he resigns.
I'm gonna say resign.
But I really think the
Please.
Jets are gonna go after him
Please.
hard.
Please do
Alright.
something right,
Khalil
Omar.
Mack.
Please.
Khalil Mack.
Ooh.
This was on some.
See, the thing is, I don't know how much. I don't know how much he has left in the tank.
He had a good season last year.
No, he did.
Well, last year he had a pretty good year. It was the year before he had that crazy 17 sack year.
No, yeah, it's
Remember he had 6 sacks in one game?
yes.
Would it
Wasn't
be-
against the Raiders?
Would it
Yeah,
be crazy?
I
to,
think so.
Would it be crazy to say
Was that the
Chiefs?
73 to?
No.
Would it
that
be,
was a different one.
Would it be crazy?
No, that
to-
was the other way around. That was the Raiders smoking the.
No. But yeah.
That was the Raiders smoking the Chargers.
Yeah.
Would it be crazy to say Chiefs?
I mean,
No,
Would,
not
would
really.
that
No.
would that be crazy
No.
for Khalil Mack?
The
Because I mean,
Ravens.
he just wants to get a. He want. I feel like he's ring chasing at
Guys,
this point.
the teams that have been linked to him,
Sure.
the Ravens,
the Ravens were one, and the Commanders are the other.
because we need
Yeah, so he's
we need
chasing.
pass rushing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say
Two
Ravens.
teams,
Then.
those both.
And I know he's turning 34, but
He's
the dude's still very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think I'm not trying to use that's what Washington got made fun of a lot of that.
I'll say Ravens.
Having that with.
Yeah, the Ravens get made fun of it too because they get guys that are older
And they
and
still play well.
like Steve Smith
He's still
and just some
Shannon
other
Sharp.
guys. Shannon Sharp.
Super Bowl champion.
Shannon Sharp.
There were some other guys.
Ain't he Hall of
but
Famer now too, or is his brother?
Brothers now.
His
Yeah.
brother is in.
first
is-
brother
both are.
duo.
They both are. Yeah.
First duo of brothers to get into the Hall of Fame.
Good for them.
All right.
I'll say Ravens with you.
All right, we'll say
We'll
Ravens.
say Ravens.
Dre Greenlaw.
He wants to be a number 1 linebacker, so that's what he said.
That's what he said.
So
He said, "I don't want to be a Robin. I want to
He's-
be Batman."
Here's a team that needs a linebacker, and that would be Cincinnati.
Hear me out.
I don't want him,
Hear me out.
Are you gonna say Steelers?
Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Miami.
We did just take a
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Miami.
Miami.
I'm not mad about Miami. The Miami call.
It makes sense. I don't know if they
They
will
need.
do it
They
though.
need linebackers though. They do.
Oh,
They
Nice.
do.
Patriots.
Bills.
Oh, that's Matt Milano
But
and Drake
at the
Greenlaw would go
same-
kind of crazy.
But at the same time, no, to replace Milano.
oh,
But that's why I'm saying I hesitated for a second because he's coming off a big injury. Matt Milano's had injury history, so I don't know
having
if the
them both
Bills.
together would not be. I
I don't know if the Bills would want to do
I don't know
that.
if they'll have the money for it, but the Rams.
The Rams.
Giving them some experience.
I just don't know if they. I don't know if they trade him to a
The
division rival
Packers.
though.
No, these are free agents.
Or yeah,
The
that's true.
Packers.
Packers is an option.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Bears are also an option.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
What's your
teams that
final- What's your final decision?
I kind of like the Packers.
I like my Miami idea. Miami could be kind of fun. Miami could be
All
kind of
right.
fun.
Whoever wins, we pick that
Okay.
team.
Dang it.
I will be editing that for 5 hours later.
All right, Packers.
Shut up.
Packers.
Someone wanted to do.
Yes, I know. Patriots.
But
Patriots.
I do like Miami too.
Oh, Patriots? Was it Patriots or
Packers.
Packers? Packers. I'm sorry.
I do like Miami though. But
I think
we'll
Miami
say
will be
Packers.
fun. Miami will be fun.
Packers. All right. Next, Amari Cooper.
Cowboys.
Dude, I was just gonna say that.
Cowboys.
Bro, I was just gonna say that. Yeah, I know.
He would never go back.
I'm just saying.
Um,
Why are you in my head though?
I was literally gonna say Cowboys.
I will say Chargers.
Saints. Get him in that Kellen Moore offense.
Texans.
See how that looks for you.
Texans. If they don't re-sign the other guy we said, I can see it.
I mean, technically they could do it because I don't think Mark Cooper ain't gonna be asking for a crap ton of money.
Oh, whoa, Steelers. Duh, we need wide receiver help. Oh my
Steelers.
gosh. Yeah. What am I thinking?
Yeah. All right, we'll say Steelers. Why not?
All right.
Why not?
I think the next one should be Steelers too. Aaron Rodgers.
Nope. No.
Retirement.
No.
Can I say retirement?
No.
You can say the Pat McAfee show.
No.
That's where he's
Yeah,
gonna be next
full-time gig.
Yeah.
It's either retirement or the Vikings. He's gonna follow that. He's gonna follow Brett Favre. He's going to be a Viking.
Should I say what I think?
I think he's
What
going
I
to be a
feel
Viking.
he should do?
Yes, just
Or what I think
Because here's what
he
I
will
here's,
probably
here's
do.
my my prediction of the Vikings offseason.
But they're different.
Sam Darnold
yeah,
leaves.
Just say, just say what you're gonna say.
Here's my. Can I say my prediction? Here's what I
Yes.
think's gonna happen. Sam Darnold's gonna leave. They're gonna move JJ McCarthy to be the starter, and then they get Aaron Rodgers to be the backup. It only makes.
Aaron Rodgers would not let
It only makes
Yeah,
sense.
Aaron Rodgers would be like, "Hey, I'm gonna come here, but I'm the starter."
Okay, so he'll be the starter, but then if it goes really bad, JJ McCarthy will be moved up to
Sure.
starter.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I think
I don't think he would ever.
Vikings or retirement. You choose. I'm good with either or.
Just I want to hear what you have to say.
Vikings,
Vikings.
because I think he should
It's-
retire, but I don't think he will.
It's too similar. Packers and then
There's
Jets.
a lot of possible quarterbacks for the Steelers on this list.
I know.
Russell Wilson.
Raiders,
Let him- I'm letting
I
him
think the
go.
Raiders as well.
I'm letting him go. I'm letting him be a Raider.
Raiders,
All right, Daniel Jones.
Steelers.
Steelers.
No.
He's gonna be the worst backup.
It wouldn't be the
It
worst
wouldn't
thing
be
in
the
the world.
worst in the world, but like,
You could have worse.
who's our worst backup?
You've had.
Kenny Pickett,
No, he's not the worst backup we've
Yeah,
ever
Michael
had.
Vick.
Mitch Trubisky was the worst
Doug
backup.
Hodges.
Mitch Trubisky was the worst
You had
backup.
ancient Michael Vick.
We did have a.
Do you remember Duck Hodges?
Yes, I do remember Duck Hodges. I was so high on
You know
Duck
he married.
Hodges.
He's engaged to Lainey Wilson.
Mhm.
Yes.
Good for him.
It's pretty crazy.
Good for him.
What's the guy's the quarterback? He's now on
Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph. That was it.
Yeah, he's a Titan. Yeah,
He was also
he was a guy. He played good.
the other guy.
He wasn't bad.
He's on the Bills now.
Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, dog.
They were all bad. So.
Yeah. Sure, we'll say Daniel Jones is a Steeler, but I don't like it. I don't like it.
We can say
I don't
someone
like
else
it.
if you
no,
don't want
it's fine.
to.
Let's say Steelers. It's fine. I don't know how many he
I'm
has.
trying to
I don't
think
want
of,
to. I don't
like-
want to keep this on too long. I don't know how many he has. So
All
let's
right,
just say
just keep
Steelers
going
and move
because
on.
I don't really
have
know.
any more. Just 3 more.
I don't
Okay.
really know who else he would go to.
The Colts.
Like as a backup, there's probably many teams,
Colts need a
but
quarterback. They're not getting
Bears.
Again.
Would Bears be a crazy one?
as a backup,
It's a backup.
no.
Jones would kill, but it was like, that'd be funny as heck.
Just saying.
I mean,
Where else would he go? Seahawks.
The Tennessee Titans.
the Browns.
The Browns.
Yeah,
Let's
Or
just
Daniel
let's
Jones.
just say Steelers. Let's just
Yeah.
say Steelers and move on.
the Steelers. New quarterback.
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen.
He's a free agent.
Go back to the Chargers.
I know. I'm just trying to. I don't know.
Go back to LA.
I can see him at Pittsburgh.
I could also, but I think you could go back to LA.
If he's going to LA, I think it's the Rams.
That's also a possibility.
Because I think he's.
Let's say
Because imagine that receiver.
the
The Commanders would be bad.
Commanders would not be
Broncos.
bad. Broncos would also be a bad pick.
Give Bo Nix a veteran.
I think they're drafting a wide receiver this year.
Probably.
If I'm the Broncos, I'm drafting Johnson from Oregon.
Or you could get
Shout out
It
Oregon.
depends on what pick they use.
No,
If they
I'm
use their
talking about
first
for the second
pick.
round
It wouldn't be a triple threat episode without Michael mentioning Oregon
Oregon.
once.
No,
It's draft season. You got to.
Come on now.
you can't go against chemistry.
Go
I think they have. I think they do have. I'm pretty sure they have like the third most prospects
Mm-hmm.
in the draft.
They do. They do.
Say their name.
I mean, like
Do you want to say Broncos?
I said, Broncos just because it gives Bo Nix a veteran weapon.
It's Broncos or Rams at this point.
I'm back. We always threw Houston in there.
I think Broncos.
Okay, I'll say Broncos as well.
I like the Broncos.
I like Broncos would
Like
be a good
the
pick
fit
for
for
him.
Think
him.
about Tampa Bay though. Replace him with
They would have two old heads.
It's a possibility.
2 old heads who ball.
Yeah, but
I
Keenan
just-
Allen wasn't really that good with the Bears
The
past year.
Falcons.
I just think like I don't know.
They don't really have a jump ball guy. And Kyle Pitts can't do crap.
Is Keenan Allen
cool.
a jump
I
ball
think-
guy anymore though?
If we're talking about who needs,
He's more of
who,
like
I
a
think he can be.
like who would fit.
savvy route
He's more of
runner.
like a short. He's not like a deep.
He's like short intermediate guy.
Yeah, I would say Broncos still. I
Okay.
think Broncos is just a better fit.
Broncos.
I think it fits better.
Yeah.
I mean Michael Penix, but
Yeah.
they have a lot of weapons.
Da, 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 da.
I think the Broncos would go after him harder
How many
than
more do you have left?
the Falcons.
2.
Stephon Diggs.
Oof.
Dallas,
Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas.
because he said he wanted to play with his
Yeah,
brother.
go join up with your brother. Go to Dallas.
I could see Dallas. The other one I saw was the Patriots.
I don't.
Yeah.
I get why.
I could see it, but I don't think.
I don't
know.
think he will, because like. I
Bring it
don't-
up, Dallas.
Yeah.
The last one is we're not 100% certain if he's going to retire or not.
Hmm.
That's D-Hop.
Mm.
Because he didn't announce it.
I think he's gonna re-sign with the Chiefs.
C-Hop, I think he might resign.
I think he might re-sign with the Chiefs.
I could see them going to the Chiefs or the Bills. Because they need a new receiver. I'd like
Yeah.
to see him with
I think he,
I'm gonna say
I,
the Chiefs though.
I think at this point he'd rather just stick with what he knows than go to somewhere new.
That's fair.
Because he's been
He's been a lot of
a
places.
bunch of places
lot of
recently.
He's been to 3 teams in his career.
He
No,
didn't
he started
start-
with Houston. He went to
Cardinals.
Cardinals. He went to Titans. He went
that's right. I
to
forgot
Chiefs.
Yep.
So 4 teams. I forgot about the Titans.
Not a lot of teams, but like he had more years with the Cardinals and the Texans.
He's been on more bad teams than he's been on good teams, and I think he just wants stability.
All bad teams and then until he got to the Chiefs.
But Sean Watson, when he was on
And
the
then he
Texans,
joined the
they were
Chiefs,
pretty
and now he
good.
went to the Super Bowl.
Their record-wise, they were bad.
Nuh-uh. The one year they were like 12 and
He
4.
said, "Nuh-uh."
What year?
One of the Deshaun Watson years, I forget which one. Was it like
you probably
20?
talking about 2019.
No, it was like 2017, something like that.
It's one of those years.
Remember when they played? I think it was when they played the Bills. In that
The 2017 went 4-12.
2018.
2018.
It was one of the years they were really good
I think it was 2019. Yeah, it had to be.
because they won the division.
The 2019 went 10-6.
So it's probably that team, unless his 2018 was better than that.
I thought they had a 12-win season.
11-5.
11-5.
That was their best.
Okay, that was 2018.
2017. 2018 was that year. And
2018. Okay.
So 2018 they were 11-5, or 11 and what'd you say?
11-6.
11-5.
It had to be 11-6. Unless no, he only had
16
17
games.
Only had 16. So yeah, it was
Yeah.
11-5.
Yeah, 11-5 was
Okay.
Yeah, so just he wants stability at this
Well-
point. D-Hop.
Good game, Michael. Good game.
That was pretty
good
good.
game.
That was good.
What's your
Good game. All right.
next up?
Is it my turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is not really a game per se. It's just like we're gonna make our opinions on this. So, but
It's a
my-
game.
My game is
It's
what?
just not a guessing game.
Yeah, you want to let me cue
Yeah,
it in then,
sorry.
man? No, I'm joking. What every fan base is saying heading into this off season. I have all the teams on the divisions, and basically, if you were their fan in that fan base, what they're trying to hope happens in this off season. I want you guys to say if you agree or disagree. So, do we want to start AFC or NFC? Where do we want to dip our toes into?
AFC.
AFC? All right. We'll start with the AFC West, and then we'll go down from there. So, Chiefs. Is Kelsey retiring?
No. I think he's gonna play at least one more.
Yeah, I can see one more season.
Okay. Cool. I'm not gonna speak on my opinion. This is you two. I'm just mediating the thing.
I think he's got one more.
And some of these are funny, so like just go with me.
But a Super Bowl, he's at 3.
Chargers, Crickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to see what happens.
Yeah, it's just kind of like,
Hopefully they do
something, but like I don't know.
For their fans' sake, I hope they do.
True.
But-
Raiders, Shador, please.
Yes.
They're really hoping they get Shador in the draft.
just
Which I mean, I could see why.
It depends on how the first 5 picks play out.
I've seen stuff with the.
I've seen some where.
Giants drafting him.
Yeah.
I've seen some where they get him at 6.
They have to really hope the Giants are like, yeah, we're gonna go get a vet, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, we could just steal Shador then at that point.
Like hopefully, like they hope they go like after they actually get Stafford.
All right, Broncos. I need you to do this one with me. Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
So basically, it says Bo Nix chance. So basically, they're just kind of like riding off the high that Bo Nix had this season. Hopefully, that they can keep going into the
I
offseason.
believe.
So
I will always
all right.
believe.
now
You
into
should,
the, now
Oregon.
into the AFC North.
Mr. Oregon.
Now into the AFC North. Steelers, please keep Fields. Please,
Hey,
please,
that's what you're saying.
please.
Sure.
Please keep Fields.
Yeah, makes sense.
Ravens, still yelling at Andrews.
Next.
I'm over it, but there's a lot of people that are still hung up
They're
on
probably
that.
still mad, man. Okay,
Those same people are going to be mad until next playoffs.
probably. You guys have to make the AFC Championship game, or else they're just gonna keep seeing that in
I think
nightmares.
I do think that
Goodness
Isaiah
gracious.
Likely will be the tight end one though
Okay.
from now on.
All right, Bengals. Need period defense period.
Facts. Period.
Copy period. Browns. Please
Yes.
don't go Miles.
Yes,
He's gone already.
he's gone. He's checked out. Goodbye.
That's
Write
what
him
I
a
said.
letter.
Please don't go Miles, but they know it's
Write him a
gonna,
love
it's
letter.
inevitable.
I don't know. He's gone.
Yeah.
He ain't staying.
All right. Now to
The
the
new dress is in DC.
you hope.
A dress.
he-
So you like guys in dresses now? Caleb Williams.
No,
you
he
don't.
says his address.
Oh.
Da-da.
I was gonna be like, I mean,
I got that. I
Sorry.
wasn't even listening to half what he said.
just keep going. Just keep
All right.
going.
AFC South. Colts. What is Richardson?
What are
Not a
those?
quarterback.
What is Richardson? What?
He's
what will he do for this team?
he's,
what can we do for this team?
He's a running back.
Hopefully get better.
Hmm.
He's a running
Like
back
just
for the
pray
South.
that he develops
Pray, hope,
Goodness
pray.
gracious.
All right.
and he
Tight-
stays healthy.
Yeah, hopefully healthy. Titans. Just kind of confused.
Yeah, I don't really know where they're
Just kinda,
going.
just a little bit. Just,
I don't
just
know
a wee
what they're
bit.
He's a Titan.
I don't know what their direction is. I don't know where
I'm
they're
just saying,
trying to go.
Post Derrick Henry, it is sad in Tennessee right now. It's post Derrick Henry, it's sad.
Which is
It's very sad.
because I like the Titans, so I wish they were.
I wish,
I wish they could figure it out.
maybe they will. Maybe this is the draft that they figure it
Maybe
out.
they do. Yeah, maybe
Maybe
they
they
get
do.
some good guys in the draft.
Who knows?
But
Jags, get T-Law some help.
yes, get him more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draft weapons. Draft offense.
All right. And then the Texans, wide receivers need to stay healthy.
Texas. Yeah.
I mean, it's still late for that, but
But
Yeah.
it's saying off-season, stay
Nico
healthy.
needs to stay.
Stay healthy.
Nico needs to stay healthy. Whoever they pick up
Yup,
needs to stay healthy.
He's
Yeah.
the only Nico that anyone likes in Texas.
Draft a receiver or two.
Mm-hmm. And then just Joe Mixon and C.J. Stroud stay healthy. Everyone, I think
They could have
I
a
think if you were
crazy
to change
team.
it, that would just be Texans stay healthy.
They could have a
Pretty much.
crazy team
Stay
next
healthy.
year.
All right, now we're to the AFC East. Dolphins, we need a culture change.
Yes.
Totally agree.
But for that to
Totally
happen,
agree.
you need to get rid of McDaniel and you need to get rid of Will Greer, their
And Tyreek.
GM.
Tyreek
And
already said he
Tyreek.
wants to go, so he's just bye bye.
Apparently he wants to stay now, but
Who
I
knows?
don't know what that actually means at this point.
Is there a new change in like child support laws in Florida?
Who knows? Who knows at this
That might
point?
be
For his 11 children and 11 baby mamas.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? Bills.
I don't know.
All right, Bills might still be crying. I don't know. honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, they probably are still crying.
Probably
You got
still.
an MVP now.
They're not bad.
They're crying on the inside.
Yeah, they're probably a little bit happy that he got his MVP, but they're still kind of like, eh.
Because that helped me when the Ravens lost to the Chiefs. The fact that Lamar won MVP,
He was just like,
it
okay,
helped me a little bit.
all right.
So that probably did help.
So how'd you feel this year?
It was rough.
Patriots.
Losing to the MVP
Yeah.
when
Oof.
the Lamar should have been MVP, it was pretty rough.
That's rough.
It's pretty rough.
All right, next, Patriots. Drake May is the truth.
Okay.
Yes, I like Drake May. I think he'll be very good.
Get some weapons around him.
If they
Sky's the
actually
limit.
build a
Guess that-
good team,
Next one I'm excited for.
Why?
the Jets.
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
Bye-bye, Rodgers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Rogers' new neighborhood.
Bye-bye.
In a new neighborhood.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's a dreary day with them. All right.
No, it's a lot better. What are you talking about?
No,
They don't
it's,
have to
it's
deal with
dreary
Aaron
right now
Rodgers.
because they're dealing with him, but it's going to be beautiful once he's gone.
All right.
He's
NFC.
already
All right.
gone.
NFC. We're starting with the NFC West. We got the San
Right.
Francisco 49ers, and then the same entendre as the Jets. Bye-bye, Debo. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Probably. It's
Bye,
probably
Dre.
bye-bye. Yeah.
'Cause they're
Honestly.
probably going to lose him.
Yeah. Seahawks, get an O-line, please.
Yes.
Yes.
They need a quarterback. I don't like either of the quarterbacks really.
Geno
You-
Smith
you're
is
not
decent.
a Geno fan.
He's-
You're not a Geno
It's
fan?
not good long term.
He's
They need
decent, but
a
he's not going to
solution for-
win you anything, and he's getting older. So,
True.
yes, they do need a
And Sam
need a
Darnold
quarterback.
is definitely not not Sam Darnold.
True.
I mean,
Sam Howell.
Sam Howell.
Yeah.
All right.
You can say that from experience.
I remember watching the game he went in and I got PTSD.
Yeah.
Just-
Rams, just kind of confused.
They have good young
Yes.
defense.
Which is kind of true. Which is kind of
If
true.
you replace Stafford with a good young quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
they have a good future.
I think that's why they're
Stetson Bennett.
confused. It's because they're probably going to lose Mike Stafford and they're probably going to lose Cooper Cup. So they're kind of just in this, like, don't know
Well, they're
going
trying to
on.
lose Cooper
Well, they're trying to lose Cooper Cup. So
Oh,
they don't
they're
know.
going to. They're
they,
very persistent on.
they don't know where
like,
they are.
We want to get rid of him.
Yeah.
I've seen him in Washington.
All right. Cardinals, please get a defense.
Yeah,
I didn't
and
watch-
some more weapons. I like some of these teams like
I
need
watched
so
one-
much.
Yeah.
I really watched one Cardinals game all year.
But it's just the fan base. The fan base is screaming this to their team.
Yeah.
Get a defense, please. Please.
I like
All right.
Isaiah Simmons though.
He's good.
NFC North. We're going to the North. Lions, just stay healthy. Please. Please.
The defense,
Please.
please.
Please stay healthy. Please.
Aiden Hutchinson is running though. I saw a
He
video.
is running. He is running. It's going to be nasty. Him, Sedarius Smith.
I
Oh.
saw that.
Ugh.
I was
It's going to be
like,
disgusting.
only 4 months since his injury.
All right.
I was like, good for you.
Packers need a wide receiver one now.
Yes.
We didn't even say that.
Hey, guess what?
Hmm.
Devontae Adams. Bring him home. I'm just saying that would be a good fit. Veteran, still one of the
Is Jaden
best.
Reed really not a wide receiver one at this point?
No,
You don't think so?
he's too inconsistent. And Christian Watson tore his ACL. Otherwise, you don't know who the number one's gonna be. That like game to game.
True.
Like, they're all not
Not
consistent.
True.
Huh?
Very true.
Not Reed.
If I was to pick one, I'd probably say Reed. I think he's the
It
best.
shouldn't be, I'm saying. Like, they need a new one.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
Like, I
Okay.
think he's the best that they have.
Yes.
All right. Bears. Stop. Bears. O-line. Period. O-line. Period.
Period.
O-line. Period.
O-line exclamation point.
They need to get rid of this whole line right now because they already don't like it.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams.
They have one good one. They
Yeah,
have
they don't
one
like him.
good offensive lineman,
They should
and
get rid of
it's
him
their
because he's not like-
it's their left tackle. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
you don't like him.
No, did you see what they said about him after?
I'm
his
joking.
hits?
I'm joking. I saw. Yeah, they don't like him.
Well, they're
Um,
all gonna get rid. They're all gonna not be there besides the one guy.
Very true. Very true.
So they'll get their wish.
All right.
But
What are
yes,
we
they
on?
need a
What are we on?
line
Maybe they were
badly.
good and just didn't like change.
maybe they were really good. Just didn't like Caleb.
Maybe they're
Williams.
so good they could just make it look like they were being bad.
Maybe they just want.
Maybe they're
They
just
were.
better than
They
the
were
Eagles.
actually pretty good. They just wanted them to draft Jaden Daniels.
Who knows? Vikings. McCarthy season.
Nah, I still like.
Uh,
I like.
I don't know.
Is this our first disagreement?
Yes,
Ish?
but I don't think it will be this year. this coming year.
I just want to see what he can do per se. I just want to see what he does when he actually starts.
Like let him play the entire preseason,
Like he did last year.
but don't.
True.
But have someone as the starter for this year, then play him next year.
He was doing good in the preseason until
Yeah, he looked good. Okay, AFC South.
NFC South.
NFC South. Yes, I apologize. NFC South. Buccaneers need a lockdown corner.
Yes.
Corners, because that's why they lost in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need corners.
Need a lockdown corner. Falcons. Penix time.
Is Ward gonna be available? Sorry.
If they trade Garrett, he wants out too.
So
Over there.
Possibly.
That's
There's
possible.
Byron Murphy.
Mm.
I like Byron Murphy a lot.
Isn't Gilmore a free agent as well?
I don't think so. I think he might hit.
I think he is.
Okay. My bad.
I think he is. He's just like he's like 35 now.
He did good last year.
Yeah, not too bad.
Who else? Jair. If you want to get
You said
Jair.
after the Bucks, you said who?
Falcons. Penix time.
Yeah.
Penix, yeah.
Where's Kirk Cousins? What's he gonna do?
He's gonna be back now.
They're gonna send him to Pittsburgh.
I don't know. I feel like they spent way too much money on him to get rid of him at this point.
I think
That
realistically,
cap
I
hit, that
think
cap hit is gonna be
They're
disgusting.
gonna trade him for Dak Prescott.
yeah,
Too
great.
overly
Big
expensive.
contract for big contract.
Contract.
You just have to pay Dak more,
Yeah. Sorry.
like 20 million more.
All right. Panthers. Get Bryce some help.
Yes. In this draft, if the freaking
There's
Panthers
no way the
draft
Panthers
one
can't get a wide
defensive
receiver.
player, unless it's in like the 6th round, then
So every
The
single
fan base should
every
storm
single
the
pick
freaking
should be
field.
wide receiver.
They're
No,
also
just-
missing their running back.
just running back, wide receiver,
Jonathan
tight
Brooks is
end,
gone.
He's gone for the season.
tight end. Jonathan Brooks.
Which I feel so bad. Like he has so much potential. He can't. The knees just ain't
No.
helping him.
I'm not saying draft a wide receiver. Just draft offensive linemen, tight ends, running backs,
Just make
wide
the
receivers.
offense better. Yes. I hear you.
You could sprinkle in a defensive guy, but I think most of their top picks should be offense.
Okay. And Saints. Kellen Moore.
Please
Yay!
Yeah, they're screwed.
Kellen Moore. Yay!
Kellen Moore.
They're kind of excited, but they're kind of just like, hey.
Kellen Moore. All I'll say
I
is,
hope.
good luck,
Please.
because I don't know what you're gonna do with that. How badly they're like 50 million over the cap.
Facts.
I don't know how he's gonna do it.
He'll figure it
If
out.
he does do it, but
He'll be the
I
best-
hope he
he'll be the
does
best head
because
coach I've ever seen.
I
Goodness
like
gracious.
Kellen Moore.
All right. And now to the NFC least. No, I'm joking. NFC East. sorry.
The NFC
Hey,
beasts now.
NFC Beast now, technically.
I mean, top two. I don't know about the bottom two so much.
And
I'm
here we go again. Here we go again.
What?
The Eagles. They want to start this conversation. Hurts is top 5. That's what the fan bases are saying. That's what the fan bases are saying.
I don't disagree with
The fan base is saying.
I don't disagree with that, but we
Speaking of,
can
this
keep
is the fan
going.
base that thinks climbing up poles is smart.
Smart.
And, they also,
And shooting guns up in the air is cool.
50%
Hey. There was a shooting at the Chiefs one, so we can just move on.
Yeah,
But
shooting at
Okay.
them, not with them.
Damn.
someone got killed.
All right, we
At the
gotta-
Chiefs won.
Shooting.
We gotta be respectful.
No one got killed at the
gotta be
Eagles
respectful.
parade.
We gotta be respectful. All right, Commanders just need some defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, some more. I think they need a
just
running back.
some. I don't know what some means, but they need some
No,
defense.
we have good
They
linebackers.
need
we need a better corner.
another corner.
Another
You need defensive lineman.
And then I like our safety.
Probably another linebacker.
Wagner's coming back.
Well,
And Frank
yes,
Louis
but he's.
staying.
I'm just saying you need more
I'm
depth.
saying I'm going after line before middle linebackers.
No, I'm not. I'm not like saying in particular order.
You know what we're doing? We're gonna be that guy. We're taking Bond for the.
Yeah,
Eagles.
take Zach Bond and make him a commander. Golly, that'd be funny.
You already you have Bobby Wagner, so.
Bec-
Oh well.
Bobby-
I'm sorry.
Bobby
you
and
have
Zach.
Bobby Wagner. You'd rather have Bobby
I
Wagner.
would rather have Bobby Wagner.
I
Exactly.
wouldn't.
He did amazing.
He did,
Alright.
but all pro.
Can
he wasn't
I
all pro.
move on before you two
Yeah,
start
go.
arguing
Second
again?
team All-Pro.
Can I move on before you two
Good,
start
first
arguing?
team all pro.
Oh, and here we go.
Just keep going. We're gonna keep going unless you say something.
Cowboys don't trade Micah.
Yeah.
He's not really trading them. He's just gonna.
It just says don't trade. That's what the fan base is saying.
Guess what? They're gonna get their wish because he's leaving us.
There we go.
They're not getting anything.
Yeah.
I mean, their
yeah, it
defense
would be-
besides him is
it
not.
would be very dumb
that
if
good.
they got to
Got
trade.
good corners and then they've got Armstrong's not the Commanders.
They have
DeMarcus Lawrence. Even though I feel like
Kendricks.
He was in talks for free agency, but I don't know if he was a free agent
old.
or if he was.
Their defense is very. They're a lot of them.
Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland are still good
when they actually play.
Which is often, yeah.
They need safeties bad.
All right, and then last but not least, the New York Giants don't trade for Stafford.
Why not? What do you have to lose?
I think you should trade for Stafford because
I think they want to get Shedeur.
Okay, you can still do that.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Stafford ain't gonna play that much longer. He was already contemplating it before.
See, if
It's not
So
horrible.
what's
It's not
like
horrible.
what's the downfall from trading for Matt Stafford? Because you're probably not gonna give up that much, and then draft Shedeur, and then have him sit for 1 year.
Nah, I hear you.
And if Stafford gets hurt, you have Shedeur Sanders on the bench. I don't think that's like the worst thing in the world. So I don't know why Giants fans are complaining, because you guys haven't had a good quarterback since Eli Manning, and he wasn't even that good besides the 2 playoff runs. So calm yourselves.
He beat Tom Brady twice.
I know. I said besides those 2
beat
times.
He beat undefeated Tom Brady in 07, and then beat
I said besides those 2 years, he was not good.
Just saying.
I agree with
Beating an
you.
undefeated Tom Brady.
I'm agreeing with you.
I'm just saying. And also, he got robbed of
Am I crazy?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
but that's irrelevant to this.
Very right.
I'm agreeing with him.
I didn't hear what you said.
He's not listening to us.
But
It's fine.
you asked, all
It's fine.
I heard you say was
Did he
All
get
right.
robbed though? I don't
No,
think
he didn't. He
I
didn't.
don't think
I was joking. I was
got
joking.
robbed of defensive player of the year.
No. I was saying
No.
Eli Manning got robbed of Hall of Fame, but I don't think he got robbed.
Eli Manning. Okay.
He'll make it. He's definitely not first
yeah,
ballot.
he's just not
though.
first ballot. Yeah.
Look at Eli Manning.
Terrell
outside
Suggs
of
and
2
Marshall Yanda
seasons,
got
if you take away
robbed.
those 2 seasons from Eli Manning,
Mhm.
nowhere near the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but he did get 2 Super Bowls and he beat the Patriots. in both
That's
of
what
them.
I'm
And he-
saying.
and he
No, I'm
pretty
just
much
saying,
leads-
saying he's robbed though is
And
crazy.
No,
he pretty much
he
leads
was
the Giants
joking, though.
franchises in all passing
other
stats
people
and
have
things
it.
like that.
Well, then they're stupid.
Yes. There's other players who I think were robbed of the Hall of Fame.
Terrell Suggs,
I was going to say London Fletcher
Luke
first.
Kuechly.
Marshall Yanda.
Luke Kuechly, London Fletcher, and
Marshall Yanda is one of the best guards
he
in
is.
the history
He is.
of the NFL.
Adam definitely should be on there.
They're all of them are probably gonna make it.
No, the one,
But, like,
one of the
first
guys
ballot.
has been eligible for years and still not. He's it's like I was looking. his
London
stat-
Fletcher. I mean, Luke Kuechly probably should have made it.
London Fletcher has
I'm happy for
like
Sterling.
he's got a ring.
Yeah,
He's
Sterling.
got the same stats as Ray Lewis, almost identical, and still never. Like he's got one less ring than Ray Lewis. That's it.
I mean, Luke Kuechly basically has similar
ring.
stats
But
too.
no ring.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Well, I'm saying
Luke Kuechly's
I'm saying
considered
both of them
like
should've been.
some people you could argue he's the best linebacker in NFL history.
Even as short as his tenure was, it was still
I'm
a
saying he's
dominant.
great, but I'm saying that he just became eligible.
No, I know what you're
But-
saying. That London Fletcher should be in the Hall of Fame.
All right, any
I
other-
also don't like when. Sorry,
Oh,
I
okay.
also don't like when. I don't know if this is just like me and being a Ravens fan, but like when people are just like easily just be like, yeah, look, they're so similar about like they're a different linebacker in Ray Lewis's career stats. I don't know if it's just a me thing.
When everyone says Ray Lewis is the best and he's in the Hall of Fame,
He
you're like,
is.
how these guys have the same numbers, and how that's
They're not the same, but they're similar.
But the thing is, and that's not a slight on Ray Lewis. That's
That's
just
a-
how good London Fletcher was when he played football.
no. They're also saying that because
I also
how good
don't
Ray
think
Lewis
Luke Kuechly was
Because when
better
you
than
beat
Ray
compared
Lewis.
to- When someone uses you as the docket point to how to get there,
Yeah.
that means like
I don't know. I don't know why I was like feeling like that.
I'm also not saying Luke Kuechly was better than Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis had longevity. Luke Kuechly only played like 8 years.
no, Ray Lewis
Ish.
is being used as the standard to what.
No, I'm not saying- yeah,
That's why I'm.
Yeah, he's the
complimentary.
he's the standard to what you would want from
This is me
a
being-
Hall of Fame
I'm being
linebacker.
vulnerable. I was like, I just don't know why I was like that. Like I would see stuff like that.
Oh, you were talking before. Or
Yeah.
you still feel that way.
No, like when I saw that stuff, that's how I was like. immediately what
Okay.
I thought of.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know why, because they're literally like, hey, this guy is like Ray Lewis was this good.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's like you compared them to him to get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Mets.
But like I didn't take it that way for some reason.
Hey, speaking of Matt Stafford, look what this Giants Daily said. He said, "I'd rather sign Aaron Rodgers to a 1-year deal than trade premium draft picks for Matthew Stafford." There, I said it.
Well, guess what, buddy? You probably wouldn't have to draft or trade premium draft picks. I really don't think it would take that much.
So funny.
I guess they're saying any draft pick is a premium.
And then somebody else said Stafford every day of the week and twice on Saturday.
I mean, to some teams,
That's
sure,
crazy, bro.
but like the Giants, I would definitely do it.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to trade the third pick. Like, that's not a
Want to do
thing.
your list?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you supposed to do your list.
All right. Do you want me to do the Super Bowl one or the quarterback one?
Let's do the QBs. Because
Let's be quick.
we need to have this conversation.
All right.
Because
No, this is somebody else's list.
this is somebody else's list.
This is the top 10 quarterbacks based off of the 2024 season, according to ML Football that I found on Twitter, and we're gonna talk about it.
Can I preface something before we start?
Sure.
These two have been talking nonstop about the top 5 quarterbacks for the past week and a half,
Just
and it's
one
pissed
part
me
of it.
off.
I'm
to a
just saying,
certain
I've already
point,
seen this list.
to a certain point where I'm kind of just like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I've already seen the list.
To a certain degree, I don't care.
I agree with this guy.
So
I don't. But
let's hear what this guy. I haven't heard this list, so I'd love to hear what his top 10.
it's crazy. This list is honestly, I've looked at it more. It's
let's
kind of crazy.
Say the list. 10.
1.
Do you want to go 1 to 10 or 10 to 1?
Well, yeah. You guys tell me.
10 to 1.
10 to 1.
10 to 1.
10.
Start from the worst, get to the best.
10. We got Bo Nix.
I don't mind it.
Okay.
I don't mind it.
Okay.
And reminder, this guy made this list just off of this 2024 season, not like
Their whole careers.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
9 Justin Herbert.
I don't. Not in the top 5, which I get.
Not
I
a top
think
5,
that's a
which is fine.
respectable.
I think that's fine
spot.
for him. I think that's fine for him.
8 Matthew Stafford.
Respectable.
Yeah.
He's getting older.
Yeah, but he did well this year.
And
well,
this is where I start
well.
disagreeing. 7 Jalen Hurts.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Do you want me to keep going?
no.
I'll just keep going.
I'll
Please,
keep going.
please keep
6
going.
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, great.
I love it.
This
already.
is great
That's-
already.
That I don't mind.
yes.
I don't mind
That I
that.
don't mind.
I don't mind that.
5 Baker Mayfield.
Baker.
Yeah, let's put some respect on Baker
Baker
Mayfield this year.
Mayfield.
We gotta respect what Baker did this
Amazing
year. He was
numbers.
really
I know.
good this
That
year.
guy.
Okay, I'm
He
gonna
was
keep
really
going.
good this
I'm just
year.
gonna keep
You got
going.
those wins in his pocket.
4 Jaden Daniels.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree.
3
I know you do.
3 Joe Burrow.
Okay.
2 Lamar Jackson.
And number 1 is Josh Allen, isn't it?
Josh Allen is number 1.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
I mean, he won it.
Let me say my piece before you two start going crazy,
I'm not
because
gonna-
you are about to crash out over here.
No,
He's
I'm
gonna
not.
crash out.
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Can I look at it? I just want to look at it because I like seeing it with my eyes. I think this guy wanted to respect Baker Mayfield this year, which I totally think is due because I think he had a really good season this year. Missed everything that was. I think they lost their offensive coordinator now he's a Jag, but
Duval.
yeah, that guy.
Duval.
So, but Baker, even with losing Chris Godwin and Mike Evans for a couple games this season, he
Yeah,
still
stretch.
produced so
3
much
games, I
with the
think.
guys that he
Who's that,
had.
6?
Patrick.
Okay. If I'm gonna move 2 players before he says he moves players around.
I haven't said anything about the
No, I'm
players
talking
yet.
about Jake.
Oh, okay.
I would switch Baker to 6 and Hurts at 5.
And then Mahomes be 7.
Yeah.
So you're dropping Mahomes
I am
further?
Mahomes. After this season, yes.
Mm-hmm. I could
Yeah.
just this
I could
season.
Yeah.
attest to that.
Just
I
this
could
season.
I gotta-
attest to that.
Yeah.
He
I
might
could
have an
attest.
amazing season next year. He can do.
Who
it.
knows? Yeah.
But
Doesn't happen.
okay, if
He
we're
could go absolutely
if we're
nuts.
if we're basing it off of this season, Jalen Hurts won the Super Bowl and a Super
That's
Bowl
a team
MVP.
thing. That's not But it's not the Eagles putting them.
But this is a quarterback list,
Oh boy, here we
not
go.
a team. This isn't a power rankings.
Here we go. This is the question
Then
that
that would put
this
Josh
is the
Allen
question
MVP.
that has been most
Nope.
figured out.
He
by
had
all
one more
off-season teams.
win. Like we're not talking like 6. Like
I didn't
people
even get-
act like
I
one
didn't
is
even
like
get to
6.
finish my point because
Go.
you
Just
started
go.
that comment.
Just go.
Yeah, and I agreed with you, but then you guys went into something
Go.
else.
I'll let you finish.
So all I was saying is that I think Baker Mayfield being at 5 is okay. I think if you move him to 6, that's cool too. I think it's just he deserved to respect what he did this year. The only thing I have to say is that him having Jaden Daniels at 4, though I do understand because it's all of this year. I think I don't know. I think that's because I would like say me personally. I had C.J. Stroud in my top 5 last year, and he's not done great this past year. So it's like I hope. That's what I'm saying. I can only hope that he improves and he does better. So I can't say anything about that now. As for the top 3, Joe Burrow had great passing yards this year, so I understand why he's 3. Lamar had one of his best statistical years by far.
It was.
And
This is
Josh Allen.
best year.
And Josh Allen, amidst what everybody else says about him not winning MVP, whatever you want to say, he was a great quarterback this year.
He did
like
win
I said,
MVP.
his turnover. I'm saying because for how many people didn't want him to win.
Oh.
His touchdown to turnover ratio looked completely different from the past season to this season. So I understand why people just have to respect what he's done this past year. But I would say Jalen Hurts has to be up here at the 5. I think for being a Super Bowl quarterback, Super Bowl winning quarterback, and MVP, you got to put some respect to what he's done in the postseason and also in the regular season because he has produced, especially against I remember the Steelers-Eagles game. We were like, if we hold Saquon, we're fine. And then A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith both had great games against us. And then Jalen Hurts was like, oh yeah, what y'all got to say about the passing now or stuff like that. And so you have to understand that like he can have those games if he wants to. It's just that he has such a great offense around him. It isn't necessary because he just has a great offense around him. He doesn't have to do that. So I think the list is fine, but I can understand why people have disagreements and problems with it. That's all I have to say. You two can banter because I have nothing on. I have no gripe on this top 10 list.
I gotta find this one thing I saw. It was about. Stats. I think it was on Twitter.
That QB ones are or are not a stat.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't about that.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, am I gonna?
Speaking of, look what you shut up on my feet. That was perfect timing. Let's go. Jeez, man. I want to see what the people in the comments said about this.
Okay, where is it? Oh, here it is. This guy said on Twitter, he said Jalen Hurts got carried by his team in quotes. And then he put all these stats about the postseason. So, like, I get, like, when people say that, like, that Jalen Hurts had such a good team, like, and he did. I'm not saying, like, but
he had the most,
just
yeah,
hear
he
me out.
Had one of the most potent offenses.
Just hear me out.
You're the best running back.
Just hear me out.
All I'm saying that's here.
He did.
I like people say, or a lot of people that don't have him in the top 5 are saying he got carried by his team. He had the best running back in football, which he did. He had the best defense in football, which he did. He has the best O-line, which he yes.
He did.
He has 2 of the best wide receivers. True. He has a solid tight end. A.J. Brown's top 5.
Devonta's not good. Devonta's not good.
He's good. I didn't. Number one, I said not the best.
Okay.
He's the best wide receiver too.
Oh, okay.
In that conversation,
that's a different statement though. Like,
okay.
Like putting him
All I said was
so maybe if he restated it as A.J. Brown is a top 10 wide receiver and Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith is the best wide receiver too.
No, I did not. Watch when you watch the tape again.
No,
I said
please do.
I said they have 2 of the best.
Yes, that's why I just said you said.
Don't slam your phone.
I didn't mean
bro.
to make it that loud.
That was
Golly.
dramatic. But continue.
That's not saying that Devontae is top 10.
Look. All I said was if you reworded it to AJ Brown to top 10 and Devonta Smith is the best wide receiver 2
Yes.
in football, he would agree.
That's what I'm saying. But if you're one of the best wide receiver 2s, you're one of the best receivers in football.
I mean, you could have a conversation for T. Higgins. There's plenty of wide receiver 2s.
No,
That's a
I
whole
meant
nother
technically
conversation.
At the beginning of the season, Nico.
Yeah, it would be a whole nother conversation that we
he's
don't
a wide
have to get
receiver
into.
1.
I'm blanking on somebody else.
I'm saying,
Godwin.
okay, I'm not saying that he's Devonta. I've never said Devonta was
Smith over
top
Godwin,
10.
honestly.
They're
I
close.
probably would.
Anyway, but people saying all that, this guy put these 4 stats about the postseason. Waddle's not good.
2 is not good.
It's wishy-washy.
Waddle's good.
It's wishy-washy.
He's not that good. Like, he had one good season last year.
It's wishy-washy. It depends on the year.
He put these stats. He gets injured too much too. He put all these stats about the
It's a
postseason.
conversation. It's a conversation.
Jalen Hurts was second in passing yards with 726. He was tied for first in touchdown passes with 5. That's running back.
Puka was probably one.
Oh,
Cooper
he
Kupp,
was.
that was
He
two.
was.
They both. No, Cooper Kupp played more this season. He was number 1 for most of the season.
Yeah, because he was out half the season. But if he was playing at the first start of the season, he was 1. Puka was the 1.
Continue, Jake. Please don't get grumpy.
Yeah, don't get mad, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm talking, and you guys are talking about Cooper Kupp.
Well, you were reading when you were.
Because he's still hung up on wide receiver 2s. That's all.
I was just said one of some of
Go ahead,
two
go
of the
ahead,
best.
go ahead. Keep talking, buddy. You're good.
Did you even hear what I said?
Probably. Continue.
See,
You were
but he had
talking about the postseason stats.
Postseason stats, yes, based on what I was saying
Mm-hmm.
about what people say, or in general what people are saying. Jalen Hurts was second in passing yards, tied for first in touchdown passes with 5. Passing yards, he had 726. Rushing yards, he was tied for fourth with 194.
Who was first?
Probably Barkley.
Barkley with 499.
Was that 5 foot? Jeez.
Yeah, he had 200 yards against the Rams.
Ooh.
What was this? Who's this for?
What do you mean?
Whose stats are you reading right now?
It's postseason stats.
Jalen Hurts in the postseason.
Postseason. Okay, sorry.
He had 726 passing yards, 5 touchdown passes.
I thought this was just when I asked who was first, I thought this was just out of QBs.
Passing yards, he was second.
Who's first
Touchdown pass.
Who's first in passing yards?
Jaden Daniels.
He just wanted
Yeah,
to
I
say
know.
it.
He just wanted me to say that.
Say it.
But guess what? Because they couldn't run the ball. Jalen Hurts was second or tied for first with 5 touchdown passes. Jaden Daniels was first. Well, there's 3 ties, so technically they're all first. With Patrick Mahomes. He was tied for fourth with 194 rushing yards, and he was tied for first with 5 rushing touchdowns. And I know the tush push,
It's a pushing touchdown.
but it's a rushing touchdown.
Okay, we've had this discussion.
Yes, I know. It's a rushing touchdown. It's a rushing touchdown. Does he move his legs? Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Watch the film.
You
What?
watch the film.
You
watch the
You
film.
almost yelled. You
You
almost yelled
he
into
takes
the mic.
snap.
Don't. Hey,
he-
if you're gonna yell,
he
back the
pushes.
mic up. If you're gonna yell, back the mic up.
He lays on top of another man. And gets
No, he doesn't. Watch
Okay,
it.
why did you say it like that?
That's what happened.
Watch it.
I'm laying out the play.
He snaps the ball. He has to run forward so they
Okay.
can push him.
Hold on.
He does not jump.
Hold on. Let me.
What are you watching?
Michael, let's preface the tush push here by one thing. Yes, he has an O-line that does the tush push well, and he has people pushing him. But you do remember that there's a video out there of Jalen Hurts squatting like 600 plus pounds. So the brother has legs.
He's strong.
He has legs, so he's definitely moving his legs when he's doing that.
Watch the tush push
He's
again.
definitely
He
moving his legs.
moves
There's
his
no way
legs.
he's not moving his 600 pounds, like how much he's using his body to push himself forward. There's no way he's not doing that.
Like, there's no, Michael, there's no possible
I'm
way.
watching the one from the Super Bowl.
There's
He's on
no-
top of that, guys. He's not on the ground.
What are you talking? He has to snap the ball and move forward.
He moves forward, not across
Yes,
the Super
and
Bowl,
then they
not
push
across
him.
the line of scrimmage yet,
And then they push
and
him.
then he gets pushed.
Yes, but
not before by the point he gets across the line of scrimmage, he's being pushed.
Okay, so if a running back gets the ball, if the running back gets the ball and he doesn't get past the line of scrimmage, is that not a rushing play?
No, it's a loss of yards.
So, or if he gets to the line of scrimmage and doesn't cross it, and then he starts getting pushed, is that a rushing play?
I don't believe that should be.
Bro,
I think that's I think I get annoyed when they don't blow that dead when he's just being pushed, not under his own power.
But because the momentum doesn't stop. You have to have your momentum has to be stopped or going backwards.
I'm sorry. What are you watching?
I just pulled up.
Let me see it.
What are you watching, bro? Look at his legs. He's moving his legs.
Show Michael that video.
I'm literally watching
video.
it. It's probably the same video.
Show me which one
it's a
you're.
Super Bowl touchdown,
Show
right?
me which one you're watching.
Yeah, he's watching the same video I am.
Let me see it.
I'm gonna be pulled up. Sorry.
He's definitely moving his legs. He's definitely moving his legs.
I'm not like.
Can
I know it probably sounds insane that we're arguing about the push, but it's crazy to me that wouldn't be. You think it's not a rushing play? What is it then? What they have to count it.
I said no. It counts as a touchdown. I feel like it should be put under his own thing.
So there's a push category of touchdowns. Which one are you watching?
Yeah, I'm watching this one for the Super Bowl, and I
watch his legs.
I am, and he's on top. He's running on top of a person.
Bro, what are you?
He's crawling on a man.
What are you watching?
Don't look at me about this.
I don't know what you're watching.
I'm agreeing with you. I think he's definitely moving his legs.
Watch his legs.
He's definitely moving his legs.
Being able to move your legs does not mean you're walking.
He's on the ground.
He's on a man.
Michael,
look, if you put
Don't get mad. Don't get mad.
If you put something between you and the ground, what do you want? Are you on the ground?
All right, that's it.
Okay.
Are you quitting?
I'm watching the video.
Hold back. I thought you were leaving. I want to get the right angle because you don't look at this.
Sorry guys, excuse this dead air for a few minutes.
Look at the 3 men. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Go back to the beginning.
5 men.
Go back to the beginning.
The whole entire defensive line is on there, underneath of him.
Look. Watch his legs.
Okay, maybe let's look. Maybe look at a different tush push. Maybe not. Maybe not that one.
I want to show you this. Watch his legs.
Okay, this part, no one gives a crap.
What are you talking about? That's a rushing play. You start in. If a running back gets the football, he starts in the backfield. He starts behind the line of scrimmage, rushing the football.
Yes, and then it becomes rushing.
Yeah, if you look at there are definitely different.
He crosses the line of scrimmage.
Michael, I think they're different. There are different tush pushes that like you can definitely see him moving his legs.
Some of them are.
He's definitely moving his legs. That one specifically, he had linemen helping him like go forward in that way. But like I definitely think he was still moving his legs. I don't think he was just getting carried into the end zone.
But anyway, let's get back to the list.
There's nothing else to talk. We talked about the list.
I didn't say who I was switching.
Oh, go ahead. Say who you want to switch.
I'm putting Baker. I know Baker had a great year. He's not a top 5 quarterback.
So where would he be?
He would be. I would put. So 1, 2, 3. Off of this year, if it's off of
we
this.
We probably should, yeah.
Off of what?
If the tush push is a real player or not.
No, it's not. I'm moved on from.
Oh, then what?
About our picks for.
For 10.
Our top 5.
Oh, sure, we can do that.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
So mine. Josh Allen 1. You can keep him at 1. 2. Lamar Jackson. I think 3. Joe Burrow. I agree. Top 3 are fine. 4. I think should be Jalen Hurts. 5 should be. If it's off of this year, then it should be Jaden Daniels.
You know, Jake, I can respect that as long as you keep him in the top 5.
Because if it's off of just this year, then that's different.
It has to be 5, yeah.
That's a different conversation to me. But if we're talking about
Let's not get
like counting everything,
Let's not get into everything.
then he can't. I don't think he can be.
Let's not get into everything, please.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying
Yeah.
specific.
Fine.
Like
Yeah.
I'm just saying specifically if like because this is a different conversation because it's just off of this year.
That's what I've been saying.
So I would
Whenever
say-
I've been making my list, I've been saying going into the next year, this is where I've had everyone gonna be.
Yeah. So then I would probably have Baker at 6 and Mahomes at 7.
I could switch. Those two could be switched, and I'd be fine too. Like those two, I feel like. You know,
Actually, no. I'll put Baker at 7
that's
because Mahomes did make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that has to count for something.
True. Very true. All right. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Nope.
Bible time?
Yes.
All right. I got it up already. So you want to cue it up, NG?
All right, now we're gonna go into Bible verse of the episode where we pick a verse and we read it and we talk about it a little bit. Justin's
right.
got the verse and he's gonna read it.
All right.
Take it away.
So the verse for this episode is 2 Corinthians 12, verse 9. And he said to me, or I'm going to read 8 because I need the context. Concerning this, I pleaded with the Lord 3 times that it might depart from me. And he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, most gladly, I would rather boast in my infirmities that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Do you want me to start talking?
You can
and then
start.
just okay. This verse, I've heard this verse a lot in church. A lot basically talking about how God's grace is sufficient even when we are at our weakest. Most likely when it's talking about sin and things like that. And I feel like one of the biggest things with me is kind of just like, there's a lot of, I hear a lot of people like be saying like, don't get angry because anger is a sin. And,
yeah.
and it's like, in being in a sports podcast where we get a little heated on things once in a while, and it seems like we're mad at each other. We're not. Just to preface it,
It's
we're not
just
mad at each other.
overflowing passion.
We're just passionate about our stuff.
Which sounds like anger.
And even then, I feel convicted in those moments when I'm angry. It's like, I shouldn't be angry at my friend because this is, like, it's, in realistic matters, it doesn't matter to,
But
like,
is it anger or is it just... I don't
you're
know.
passionate? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That you feel convicted about those
Yeah.
things. And so then I'm
I
like...
get it. I have
and so
felt
you
that
feel
way,
like in your heart it's a sin, but then God's like, my grace is sufficient enough for you so that you can have strength that you can get, like, if, like, maybe it's a different context, but like if anger is something that like you don't want to be that angry with you, for example, I don't want to be angry at you about different things. Like there are certain points where I have to be like, God, give me grace in this moment to not be angry at Jake because of one thing or another. And so this verse is just basically like an encouragement that like God's grace is sufficient for all of our needs, especially in our spiritual lives with trying to do better, like in the Bible and not sinning and things like that, but also even in like our regular everyday lives with like work and hanging out with friends and things like that, that we need God's grace all the time, and His grace is sufficient for all of it. So that's my take on that verse. Let you two say something else, and then we'll call it a night.
I mean to build off that, I think like how we were saying, like we don't, like how you were saying about anger and feeling convicted, like let's, like about our podcast, like we get heated sometimes.
You should have heard us.
We get like we feel
back
guilty.
To the Bengals Cowboys argument. That was an all time great.
That like God's gracious, like beyond gracious, that if we do slip up, it's okay. Like if we do sin, it's like it's not okay that we sin.
Yeah, I'm not saying you said that, but like it's okay that God forgives us from our sins. Yeah. But also we have to be vigilant and not doing that over and over again to the point where it becomes a habit. Yeah, not so like if you do slip up, like it's not like God will he will forgive you, but obviously you're gonna try and not having a relationship with Him steers you away from those things.
from those sins.
Yes.
And staying focused to him.
Like there was.
Because I saw this thing about Bryce. You know Bryce Crawford?
Yes. Yeah, no, Bryce. Yeah.
He was talking
Love
about
him.
like
Great
how
guy.
he was talking about like sin, and like he was talking about, basically it was like an analogy, like if you have like sin is like apples, and like you have like this shiny apple in front of you that looks good, like you might take a bite of it, but if you're keeping your eyes up and pursuing a relationship with God and staying focused on that, and being diligent about praying, about reading your Bible, about building your relationship with Him, that your eyes are always going to be up, and no matter how many apples
You see.
are in front of you, you're not
gonna
going to
look-
see them.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
Like there could be a million apples
Yeah.
in front of you, and you'll never know.
And I think, yeah, that's a great point. Shout out Bryce Crawford. I listen to his stuff all the time. He's a great guy. I was going to say also, to bring it back to a standpoint of the NFL, I remember C.J. Stroud somewhere in like, may have been last season or maybe the midpoint of this season, he was saying he was convicted about using profanities.
Yeah.
And as a QB, when the lights are brightest, like, and definitely in games, like we all played sports. We had our moments when
competition
we will say
bring out
we
the
will do
worst.
things and say things that we don't mean because we were just in the thick of the moment. And then you think back on it and you're just like, ah, shit, I probably shouldn't have said that. And so CJ Stroud was saying like he was so convicted about that, and how like he wants God to like help him in those moments to like try not to curse, because he also knows what influence he has on kids, and they see him as like this role model, and that he doesn't want them to see him as like this person who is all upfront about saying, oh, I love Jesus and things like that,
And then
but then
do
he's
the opposite.
Then he's
Yeah.
cursing on TV and things like that. Like, it's not a good
Especially
look for him.
mic'd up.
Especially mic'd
Like they
up.
get
Like,
mic'd
that is-
up.
Yeah.
And like there's other players. If he's not, there's other players that
There's-
are.
Exactly.
And
So
they get picked up.
with that verse, I think that verse is a great thing for him. He probably read it and was like, yeah, God's grace is sufficient in those moments where I do fall, where I know that he's going to be able to like know he's forgiven, know that God washes away the sin, so it's fine, but also that God's grace will be with him to help him in those moments so that he doesn't use profanities and things like that. So like you see those many different examples like in our personal lives and in sports and things like that, where this verse is like very applicable to our daily lives. So
Yep. You got anything?
I'm good.
what a day.
Yeah.
What
That was a good one.
What a day.
That was a good one.
What a day.
That was
what
a great
day.
episode.
Yeah, Michael, do you have anything?
Nope.
Jake, do you have anything?
No.
I only have one thing to say, and that's please keep Justin Fields. All right.
No. Daniel Jones.
Oh my God, no.
Dimes,
No.
baby.
No. Okay.
Danny Dimes and George Pickens.
Please don't.
They have
Resign
to-
resign Justin. That's the right call. Jake, here's with that outro.
That's going to wrap up this episode of the Triple Threat Podcast. Make sure to go check out our channel. We appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button. Please hit that button.
Please do.
It helps.
Please.
And the like button. But anyway, we'll see you guys
That's your
next
thing.
week. Next episode. God bless y'all. Peace.
See ya.